Okay, everyone. We're doing Where in Time is Carmen Sandiego. In case you're looking for any Carmen Sandiego games, I would suggest you look up Vilebox. Vilebox will have all the games. Well, there are a few obscure games that aren't on there, like regional ones like in South America, I think. But all the English games will be on there. So if you want something from Carmen Sandiego, you'll find it there. I have found this game individually and tried to play it. It took a lot of emulation. I finally got it to work, but there was something funky about the screen. So I would suggest skip all that hassle. Look for Vilebox. Click on the Carmen Sandiego games you want to play from there, and leave the rest unclicked. But it's a big package and it will take a lot of space, so approach it at your own leisure. Alright, so we will put in our name and start the game.
Let's go. Mine at last, the one and only Acme Chrono Skimmer. Prepare for a wild ride, my friends. This new time travel device will allow us to tunnel back in time and steal history's greatest treasures. I'm going to drop each of you off at a different time and place in history. Your job is to steal an historical object. Each of you will receive a note revealing exactly where to hide until I pick you up. Don't forget, tear up that note so no Acme agents can track you down. Chrono Skimmer activated. History awaits!
Welcome to Acme Time Net Time Pilot. We've got a major problem. Carmen Sandiego, the world's most notorious thief, just stole our Chrono Skimmer. What's a Chrono Skimmer? The only time travel device on the planet, that's all. Now Carmen and her cohorts control it, and they're on their way to steal historic treasures from the past. If they succeed, all of world history will get thrown out of whack. Only one person can stop them. You! I'll tell you how. Wherever the Chrono Skimmer goes, it leaves a time tunnel behind. Think of it as a passage between two holes in the fabric of time. It was a problem we never got around to fixing, and it's a good thing we didn't, because now you can follow the thieves' trail through the time tunnels. There's the time portal. So jump in and I'll give you more details while you travel. It's takeoff time, Time Pilot! When you're here in the tunnel, I can talk to you, but once you're in the past, I'll be out of contact. In fact, I won't even be born yet. But don't worry. I'll send along an Acme good guy to help you. This first trip is a long one. You're going all the way back to ancient Egypt, where there's something vile on the Nile. Queen Hatshepsut should have taken the throne by now, but it hasn't happened. Find out why. Here's Antiquity now. She's got your Chronopedia and your Acme time cups. Carmen always leaves a note telling her crooks where to hide, so collect any note scraps you may find. And here's the most important thing. Carmen and her creeps have messed up history, so do the world a favor and set things straight.
Whoa, Whoa, time traveling always gives me a head rush. Cool. Hi there, pilot. I'm Antiquity, your trusty Acme good guide. We're in ancient Egypt, circa 1490 BCE. That's over 3,000 years backwards in time. We'd better get investigating. Just tap on that boatman to talk with him. Then select a question to ask him. Oh, and remember, I'm here to help. If you get stuck, you can ask me for advice anytime.
Okay, so now you can start the game. And you can, if you like, you can click on stuff and they'll talk about it. Let's do like Nile River, pyramids, stars.
3,000 years of human history doesn't mean much to those stars. They've been shining for millions of centuries.
So each thing you click on is a little bit of a history lesson about the setting you're in. So right now we're in Egypt, so we'll talk about Egyptian stuff. But anyway, in order to progress in the plot, you can go around each square, and if you see footprints, you can go. But if I click here, without talking to you have to talk to the people in each setting first. They usually have something important.
Welcome, strangers. You can talk to me by selecting any of the questions below.
Oh, and before I stop, her name is Antiquity. If you say it fast, you get the pun. Yes, I know, bad puns, but pretty easy. But this is just for kids, so, you know. And so they usually have three questions. You can ask the two of them and it tells you more about the situation or about Egypt or whatever place you're in. And you can do the third question, which gets the plot moving. I will skip everything except for what's important. Well, unless I make a mistake.
Certainly, but first you must assist me. That sack on the riverbank contains my supplies for preparing mummies. Please move it onto my craft.
To move that bag, pilot, click down and hold. Then drag it up onto the boat.
Okay, before you can move the bag, you have to say, okay, thanks.
I thank you for carrying my provisions on board. It will be darkest night by the time we land, so please take one of my spare torches from the boat. You'll need it.
And take the torch and put it into your
All
inventory.
is in order. Now my oars will carry us to Hatshepsut's temple.
We're ready to shove off. Take another look around if you like. If not, let the boatman know we're ready to cruise the Nile. Let's ask the boatman for a lift down the Nile. Just give him a tap on the shoulder.
Okay, so I have to talk to him to do it.
Hello again.
You
Can you
want-
believe the troubles besetting poor Queen Hatshepsut?
If you want to skip the animation anytime, I won't, but I'll do it here. You push spacebar. No.
As you wish.
And it skips the dialogue.
What a smooth trip down the Nile. Well, here we are at the temple. The woman over there must be Hatshepsut.
Now, in each location, there are 3 Carmen notes, so you have to pick them up.
Hey, that must be a shred of the secret note Carmen wrote for her thief. Once we find all the pieces of Carmen's note, we'll be able to deduce the thief's hiding spot.
Okay, you don't need to do the note right now, because all 3 make the story. Go fire.
Way to go. Now we'll turn up the heat on this case.
Good day, travelers. Have you come to offer aid?
How can we help?
Observe the distant tomb in the Valley of the Kings. Within, my head priest labors at the side of my late husband. Please, enter the tomb and help the head priest finish the mummification ceremony.
Okay.
Hey, don't forget, we can always re-ask any questions we've already brought up.
So, any questions you have done will turn orange.
May the gods protect you.
Welcome. Have you come to help me prepare the deceased pharaoh for his mummified voyage to the afterlife?
First we meet a pharaoh with a fake beard. Now we need to make a body into a mummy. This is one strange investigation.
So, you don't really need to talk to this guy. You can, but he has no good information.
Wow, it's dark as a tomb in here. Oh, yeah, we are in a tomb.
Another
Our
note.
time thief was in this tomb and dropped a piece of Carmen's note. That's the lit torch, and it is hot.
Okay, skip. Now take it as a flashlight and a secret message. So first is the actions on the bottom of what happens, and these orange bottles that we need to get. So snake, bird, and then mask.
Did you see those hieroglyphs on the wall? I wonder what they mean.
Enough exploring! Are you ready to begin the mummy preparing ceremonies?
We've seen the sights.
Snake.
Okay, pilot, let's start the ceremony.
And just drag it and put it on the body.
Correct. The oil keeps the skin soft.
Cool. The hieroglyphs on that jar really do mean oil.
Yeah, but he is like the head priest, so he's not used to making the mummies. That's why he needs a helper, which we are.
Ah, yes, that's right. This resin-soaked cloth protects the body from air and helps it hold the proper shape. Even in death, a pharaoh must keep up appearances.
Excellent. More genuine hieroglyphs decoded.
This mask is adorned with prayers to protect the mummy's head from evil spirits. Praise the gods! That's a wrap. We still need the Book of the Dead, but for now, let's move the mummy to the final burial chamber.
Whoa, we're in the burial tomb. Let's dig out our thief and recover the Egyptian Book of the Dead.
And there's the note.
All right. That's the final piece of Carmen's note. Let's read it, then use the chronopedia to figure out her hidden meaning. Once we do, we'll know the spot where our thief is hiding.
Okay, dig a perfect hiding place in the pharaoh's resting place. Seek a form to hide behind. The king of the gods will do just fine.
I'll activate the time cuffs straight away. Once they're active, use them on the hiding spot indicated in Carmen's note. And remember, the chronopedia can help us figure out what the Carmen note means.
Okay, so what she's referring to is this. So if you're ever stuck at a situation, you can always look it up. It's basically a dictionary. You can just chop it, and we need to find the king of the gods, right? So we go Queen Hatshepsut. Talk about her. Egyptian gods, religion, Egyptian god played a central role. The god Osiris ruled the underworld, and he judged the souls of the dead. The god Hathor, who looked after women and children, was often shown as a cow's head. Re, also known as Ra, was the god of sun and creator of God, and the creator god. Fun fact: during the Middle Kingdom, the sun god became known as Amun-Re, king of the gods. Okay, so we're looking for Amun-Re, and that's enough. Now, Amun-Re, and we'll put it on.
Bullseye! Carmen's note pointed to the king of the gods, and that means Amun-Re, the Egyptian sun god.
At this period, Egyptian gods
This
changed all the
case
time.
is sealed
Who was
shut.
the king?
Sir Vile is under wraps, and the Book of the Dead is back on track. Let's go, Sir Vile. We've got a nice, damp Acme cell where you can kick back and rust.
You have put the lid on my dark deeds for now, Acme agents. But you shall never seal my armored coat!
Congratulations! You snagged that sneaky Sir Vile, bagged the Book of the Dead, and even managed to mummify a pharaoh. I salute you! Thanks to you, the ancient ruler will have laughter in the afterlife, and Egyptian history is restored. Great job! There's another case ahead if you want to take it. Ready to get right back to work?
So, actually, all those cutscenes you can skip through. I won't skip through for this playthrough, but if you just don't want to see her talking about it, you can skip through them just by pushing spacebar. Spacebar will skip anything, so if you have to revisit something and want to skip all the dialogue, always push space.
Tie on your toga, time pilot. This time tunnel terminates in ancient Rome, circa 50 BCE, during Julius Caesar's reign. For some reason, Rome's amazing water system is completely dry. You'd better find out why. This case calls for a master engineer. That's why I'm sending along Acme's inventor extraordinaire, Ivan Idea, as your good guide. He's got your time cuffs and your next Chronopedia chapter. Good luck with the case, Time Pilot, and dip a toe in the Po if you get a chance.
Hey there, Pilot. I'm your good guide. I have an idea. Can you believe we're really here in ancient Rome? Julius Caesar is right over there. I wonder why he looks so wiped out.
Hail, strangers! Lend me your ears. Some wretched renegade has stolen the Forum and vandalized our great city's plumbing in the bargain.
Well, we'd better have a word with Caesar and see what's up.
And as you see, another bad pun. Ivan Idea. I'll let you work it out, but it's pretty easy.
Too much! Take a look at that Carmen note.
So, whenever you see a Carmen note, pick it up instantly because sometimes you can't go back to the same sequence again. Sometimes. In the early game, you can always go back.
Good day, and forgive my distracted state. The sewers are in an uproar.
Now you have to talk to Caesar before you can go, because if you don't, the game won't let you go. So you always talk to the main character of each time period before going.
When the thief escaped, he knocked many of the sewer pipes out of place. We have a serious failure of flow as a result. Why? Everyone needs clean water to drink and bathe, and the latrines must carry away unhealthy wastes. If the sewers are not fixed, things will get ugly, fast. I thought you'd never ask. Go find my head plumber who is working beneath the streets of Rome. He could certainly use your help fixing the scattered sewers.
Then I think we can go.
Until later, farewell.
It's about time you laborers arrive to fix the plumbing. No one can bathe properly without flowing water.
Hail, friends. I could really use a hand. Hordes of angry Romans may come flooding down here at any moment.
We have a job to do, Pilot, and remember, talk to me if you need help.
Greetings. I hope you've come to help solve my plumbing predicament. It is quite simple, really. We need to get clean water flowing up to the fountain and bath above, and we need to drain the dirty latrine water down to that trough on the floor. Let's apply some muscle. Will you help me pump?
Primed and ready to pump.
No good. If we pump away down here with gaps in the pipes, we'll never send water flowing to the surface. So plug up those holes.
Okay, so we want this pipe.
Let's not move these lead pipes around till we've talked with the Imperial plumber.
I thought we did.
Hello there again. This broken sewer is causing quite a stink.
Okay.
It seems an escaping thief knocked many of these sewer pipes out of place. If things aren't fixed fast, the Roman citizenry will soon be thirsty, dirty, and sick. Try putting these sewer pipes into place. When you finish, we'll arm the pumps and get the water flowing. Like this.
Okay, so the clean water's coming here, bad water's coming here. Alright, let's do that. And latrine, we want it to go down. Then we want the clean water just to move. So
right, you've plugged up all the gaps. Time to use the pumps.
dirty water.
Why don't you journey up to the surface and see if our pipes are working in the daylight?
Congratulations! The plumbing works fine now, and I was in sore need of a bath. Oh, and I found this floating in my clean bath water. Have a look.
Okay, let's go back to Caesar.
Our plumbing is ailing no longer. In gratitude, I shall host a party in your honor. We can all wear our most elaborate togas.
My first toga party! Stoked! Oh, wait, almost forgot. We're here to catch a thief. Sorry, Caesar. We'll have to catch a Roman scene some other time.
As you wish. All the 7 hills of Rome thank you.
Need one more note. Must have missed it somewhere. Huh, let's go back. Fountain.
Good work! The thirsty citizens of Rome will be greatly relieved.
Okay, let's go underground. Oh, there's the note.
Super job! You found the last Carmen note. We can decipher the riddle with a little help from the Chronopedia.
So you don't need them in the exact order. They'll always fix up the place. It won't just be like the last one. When in Rome, do as the Romans do, and when you have a chance, steal the forum too. Then, while the people take a tonic in the public bath, use marble quite ionic to hide from Caesar's wrath.
I'm charging up the time cuffs. Let's use them where the thief is hiding.
So, let's go to the column, is what they're referring to.
Super deducing, pilot. That column with the marble horns is 100% ionic. Talk about ironic. We've cracked the case and captured the diabolical Dr. Belljar. Tough luck, Belljar. Your formula for fiendishness has failed. You're due for a long tune-up in the Acme jail.
You've pulled the plug on my prank, but Carmen won't leave me short-circuited for long.
Way to go, Time Pilot! You busted that beastly bell jar, found the forum, and restored the history of civil engineering. Thanks to you, Rome's sewer system is in top working order, and because of that, we all have indoor plumbing today. For that, you deserve recognition. I'm promoting you to Time Scout. Now you've got something to scout about. There's a whole new case just up ahead. Can you take it on right now? Your next stop in time is the 11th century. You'll land in Vinland. You know it as North America, but no one will call it that for another 500 years. Leif Erickson and his band of Vikings should have departed for Greenland by now, but they're going nowhere fast. Find out what's holding them up. I'm sending Rock Solid to be your good guide. Rock's an expert explorer, and in the wilderness of Vinland, that's just what you'll need. He's got your time cuffs and another Chronopedia chapter. Good luck scouting, Time Scout!
This must be where the Vikings landed in North America in 1002. But the Vikings should have sailed home by now. We better find out what went wrong.
My ship! A scoundrel's run off with my poor ship! It's almost reached the horizon!
I see. Rock solid. I guess that's a pun in itself. No one named himself that.
By Thor's hammer, my ship has been pilfered! I must summon my crew for a thing! A thing is an assembly of Norsemen gathered to make an important group decision. This democratic practice was brought from Iceland to Greenland by my father, Eric the Red. With a fleet of 25 ships, my father, Eric the Red, sailed from Iceland to settle Greenland in 985. Of course, everyone must contribute their opinion before a decision is reached. There'd always be doubt if we left someone out.
I think that's enough. I think I can go.
Whoa there, Scout.
Nope.
Leif's in trouble. Let's ask him what happened and offer our help before we start exploring.
Greetings again. A cowardly rogue still commands my poor Norse ship. I need to call a thing. A thieving rogue took our ship. Without it, we'll be marooned in Vinland forever. Alas, no, but I did catch a whiff of something vile in the air. I'll keep an eye on the ship, while you summon my crew for a thing.
Okay. Now I think.
Hurry back!
Remember, just talk to me if you need any help, partner. Good eye. It's a scrap of Carmen's note to her thief.
Okay, pick up the axe. You'll need it. Everything else in here, you don't need.
Farewell, travelers. Come back and visit my forge again.
We need some silver for him, so we'll go to the hillside. We can't reach the grapes until we get this rock down. So let's chop this tree.
Put your shoulder behind it and give that stump a solid thump.
Woohoo! This boulder's broken flat. At last I can carve out my runes.
So, first Viking there. Now we'll get this.
You know, Leif may have named this country Vinland because of all the grapes growing here. A rock on a rock is just what we needed. We've got the grapes.
Now let's go this way. Now let's pick up this silver. And let's put the grapes. Get the note.
A shard of Carmen's card. Our thief can't be too far.
Go back to settlement. And go in here. This will be the last one.
A nugget of pure silver. Thank you. Now I can finish my sword.
And the last piece of note.
That's the last piece of Carmen's note. Let's decode her tattered text.
My dear Baron, from stern to glowing sail, your thieving must not fail. Give Leif the merry slip aboard his very ship. Try keeping right on course by hiding near the source of the modern word for starboard. Carmen.
Now that the note's together, it's time to fire up the time cuffs for an arrest.
Not so fast, Rock. There's one more thing we need to do. A quiz.
Welcome to the thing. We have a decision to make. Shall we recover the stolen ship and return home, or instead accept where Thor's hammer has fallen and settle here in Vinland? Personally, I would like to return to Greenland with news of our discovery.
I've had enough fighting and raiding. Vinland is pleasant enough. We Norsemen should strike fear into the hearts of our enemies. Let's reclaim our ship.
Now that the choices are clear, let's vote and decide what to do. All who prefer to remain in Vinland, show your cowardly mitts, and let no one say this thing is rigged. Now, all those noble souls who would prefer to reclaim our ship and return in glory to Greenland, please raise your loyal hands. Well, it doesn't take the wisdom of Woden to see that a tie won't help us decide. Let us reconsider the issues at hand.
So, you have to join.
As I said, I vote we recover our Norse ship and sail home to Greenland. What are your votes?
We should settle this new land for future generations of Norsemen, just as Eric the Red settled Greenland.
We've been away from our families for 8 long months. Let's recover our ship and return to Greenland. Let's stay. Remember, there aren't any grapes back in Greenland.
You think we should say something?
If you say no, you have to stay here, so just...
What are you doing, landsman? Only worthy Norsemen can vote in a thing.
But Leif, we are worthy Norsemen, in spirit.
That's quite a claim. You must prove it. All Norsemen of worth know that we have named our days after the gods of Valhalla. Frey is the Norse god of sunshine and rain. What day comes before Frey's day?
So Friday is Friday, so Thor's day.
We say Thor's Day.
That's right. But you might have been lucky, like me. I'm going to pose you one more question. Woden, the god of war, is the greatest of the Norse gods. What day comes before Woden's day?
Tyre's day. But if you get it wrong, you can just skip through with a spacebar.
We say Tears Day.
Tears.
Right again. You must be Norsemen after all. We'd be honored if you'd vote in the thing. Now that the choices are clear, let's vote and decide what to do. All who prefer to remain in Vinland, show your cowardly mitts.
Okay, skip.
Now, all those noble souls who would prefer to reclaim our ship.
There you go. It's
Well
just the
done.
same.
The issue is decided. Prepare the landing boat for battle.
Great job. With our help, the Vikings have reclaimed their stolen ship. The Vikings are ready to set sail, but we still need to catch a stowaway. Take a look at Carmen's note and remember the time cuffs.
Now, when you're looking for stuff in this thing, it's not easy to see, but down here there's a text. It says keep time cuffs. So it says chest, or you can click on things. But for this one, we're going to go on this steerboard.
Of course! Our thieving rascal is hiding behind the steerboard to starboard. Come on, Baron. We've got a nice bare cell ready for you at Acme headquarters.
You may have caught me, but you'll never wipe away the Baron's gleaming grin.
Looking good, Time Scout. I must say, those Vikings have nothing on you in the toughness department. Oh, thanks, Rock. You restored Viking history, and thanks to you, Leif Erickson will make it back to Europe to spread the word about the New World.
Well, Time Scout, you're quite an opponent. You apprehended the Baron, but there's no way you'll foil my next foray. It's already underway. Ta-ta.
Sounds like the time crime wave is continuing. There's another history mystery to be solved straight ahead. Are you ready to take on the case?
Now, if you want to save this game, you can just push no and it'll automatically save for you, and you can come back at another time. And if anyone's wondering about these little time loops, you're looking through the time portal that the Aftermath has left from the Chrono Skimmer, the time travel device, and your partner just keeps going back to San Francisco and returning the criminals, and you are staying in the past and just being sent to the next time loop.
This tunnel only jumps ahead a dozen years to 1015. But you're going from the wilderness to high culture, the kingdom of Japan during the Heian era. Murasaki Shikibu should be writing the world's first novel by now, but her pages are blank. Go seek out the source of her writer's block. I'll be sending along Acme's most artistically gifted good guide, Renaissance. She has your time cuffs, your new Chronopedia chapter, and all the culture you could ask for. Hope you look good in a kimono, Time Scout. Best of luck!
Welcome to Heian era Japan. It's nighttime in the year 1015. There's Murasaki Shikibu, who should be cooking up her famous novel, The Tale of Genji. But it looks like her creative sizzle has fizzled.
My heart drifts aimlessly like the hours on a moonless night. I feel more sadness than I have for many seasons.
What a syllabic slip-up! The Tale of Genji is supposed to be the world's first novel. We better track down what's troubling Murasaki and get her weaving wondrous words again.
Careful, I forgot this note when first time playing this.
This is no ordinary scrap. It's a Carmen note, which puts us a measure closer to an arrest.
Hello. I'd say I'm gladdened by your presence, if I was glad. If only I could work on my novel. My spirits flutter aimlessly like the last leaves of autumn. A thief has taken my book's first chapter, and with it, a piece of my soul. I can continue my novel no longer. Only the face of the full moon answers my inner questions. Can you bring it here to my room? Perhaps if you study the other rooms close by, you'll find cause for reflection.
Okay. So, can't go outside yet. Go to the wardrobe.
I store my colorful kimonos back there. You may try them on if you'd like to fit in.
It takes two to tango. We'll need a jacket and the perfect lining to go with it. Now what should I choose? Long beak and skinny legs.
Oh.
That character's a crane. You should see its sleek white wings swoop elegantly into flight.
No. Just, pull it. That's right.
A beautiful jacket. Now hand me a colorful lining to go with it.
And this one. Oops. On. Oh, if you're wondering, Renaissance. Took me a little while to figure it out, but you can.
If I ever get tired of Acme detective work, I could be a supermodel.
Cool.
My quill quivers, but not with novel inspiration. Without the moon, I'm only idly scratching away.
What's up, Scout?
No, I don't want to talk to you. I want to go outside.
Ah, the sky. What a perfect night for moonlighting.
So, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 houses. We need to bounce the moon off the mirrors to get in there. So let's go to the first house.
This room makes me feel like hot stuff.
So, there's a design. And there's some kind of clue. Because they say this guy.
Stay cool!
I think is yellow. Let's go to Murasaki's room. And then we got to get the lily pad. I think the orange and the sun we never use. So
if I ever get tired of Acme detective work, I could be a supermodel.
Stuck, just don't use the sun and the orange robe. But let's go to that first room. And let's try to touch.
Bravo! Those hot threads set this place on fire!
Ah, perfect. And just do one more. Then we can go to the next one.
Stay cool!
Now we go to the second one, Autumn House.
This is the season to turn over a new leaf.
Okay, let's see if oh no, we wouldn't have anything matching. We need the trees. And what does it say?
So wrong. Don't fall out of touch.
Don't fall out of touch, autumn. Alright. What is it? The leaves. Not orange. Don't fall out of touch. Green or red. I think falls comes more red. Maybe.
But what would my mother think?
I don't know. You tell me.
My heart is a dark well.
Skip.
Oh. Half your outfit fits my domain, but the other half gives me pain.
Okay, well, I don't know what it is. Maybe blue? Because the room is blue?
So wrong. Don't fall out of touch.
Fall out of touch. Touch grass? Maybe. It's either that or the room color. I'm not sure. Let's go.
What an eyeful!
Oh,
Your kimono colors seem most suitable for my room.
To stay cool, I guess, because it's yellow, so hot sun. And then it's going. Let's go.
So wrong. Don't fall out of touch.
Let's see, what is this? Winter house.
This place is making me blue. Since I'm not sad, I must be shivering.
Heron and some...
Stay warm.
Stay warm. Okay. So, heron. We haven't
But
used the red.
does it match my eyes?
Stay warm.
But does it match my...
No. Doesn't. I don't think you have red eyes. Sorry.
Nice outfit you have there. A stylish match for my cool room.
Oh, okay, cool. So stay warm was a hint. Stay out of touch grass, I guess.
Stay warm.
Alright, last one I think is blue.
This spot puts a spring in my step.
Do come again.
Do come
My
again.
heart is a dark...
Stupid. I don't know why. What is it? Cherry blossom.
But does it match my eyes?
Do come again, blue.
But what would my mother think?
I don't know what blue means, come again.
I'm here to help.
No. Thank you. But oh, no thank you.
Beautiful! Your fine kimono flourishes here, like the first buds of spring.
Okay. The light's shining.
Do come again.
But I think I'm missing a note. There's a note. Not here.
Stay cool.
Thank you.
So wrong. Don't fall out of touch.
No, I don't think I missed
Stay warm.
any notes.
When the bush warbler appears, the Japanese know that spring's about to begin, just like the robin in America.
Do come again.
I didn't find any
The
other notes.
moonlight's returned, and with it, my joy. I can write again.
Just part of our job description. Ooh, what a little moonlight can do. This little moonbeam seems to have cast new light on the case. That C note means we're right on track.
But I need one more piece of the note. Must be somewhere. I'm definitely missing it.
Yes?
Oh right, one of the samurai have something.
No. Things around here have been as dull as a hot summer day. This proud sword is part of the imperial regalia handed down for centuries from one Japanese emperor to the next. In a sense, I'm holding Japan's shining history right here in my hand.
Okay. No.
Stay cool.
I think.
Of course not. I'm a professional. I'd be in big trouble if I let a mere thief slip by.
Okay.
So wrong. Don't fall out of touch.
This one.
What do you want here? Why, yes. And she stumbled over my kotatsu. And if hitting my heater wasn't enough, she also tossed this litter on the ground.
High five! Let's see how these puzzle pieces harmonize.
Okay, hide your sneaky self in the fabric soft and bright, spun from the worm's cocoon, a sign of the zodiac, short whiskers and naked tail.
With Carmen's note and one telltale piece, I'll activate the time cuffs.
So
stay warm.
You need a little bit of Chinese zodiac knowledge, and a little bit of Japanese. So over here they have Ne, and it's for Nezumi, which means mouse.
You're using your smarts now. The Carmen note tells us you made the right choice. Naturally, you smelled a rat in that zodiac drawer. Mediva's the last evil diva who ever darkened these doorways. It's back to Acme headquarters for you, Mediva, for a long spell in solitary.
Don't think you'll keep me under wraps for long, agents. I've still got a few tricks up my sleeve. Huh.
Terrific tracking time, Scout. The world's first novel is well on its way to publication. Thanks to you, Mediva's in a cell, and Murasaki is moonlighting her way into history. Because of you, the novel will become the world's favorite literary form. Readers around the world, thank you. You're doing excellent work, and now's your chance to do more of the same. Another case is coming up fast. Will you take it on? We're whizzing down the years to feudal England in the 9th century. By now, William the Conqueror should be done conquering and on his way to kinghood. But William's worried, and something's amiss. See what you can find out. Politics will be coming along as your good guide. If anyone can figure out the problems of an ancient political system, she's the one. Good luck, Time Scout. And don't swim in any moats.
Know why the chrono skimmer rules? 'Cause we always arrive right on time. We're in England, 1086, and I'm standing by William the Conqueror, the French ruler of Normandy and England.
Hey, you two! Watch your heads. There's a siege going on.
A siege? That explains all the soldiers outside. We'll help you withstand this siege, King William.
Okay, and next pun, politics. Politics. So, you can click.
That pot is full of boiling water, which we pour down on enemies trying to climb the walls. It leaves them boiling mad. Behold!
Hey! Quit it! Oh, that was my best siege uniform!
I remember pushing that over and over again, thinking there was a way to get through without talking to him by pushing that button. But you actually just have to talk to William the Conqueror.
Hail, friends! At least I hope you are friends. Those Saxons always seem to be knocking at my gates. Oh, the Saxons are revolting. Again, someone stole my doomsday book. And the Saxons, taking it as a sign of weakness, have decided to try and overthrow my castle with a siege. The Doomsday Book is a record of all the people and property in England, from the lowliest serf to the highest noble. It really helps me keep tabs on everyone. Perhaps they need a bath? But seriously, the Saxons are not happy having a foreign king like me. I burned much of the North Country to the ground once. But will they let bygones be bygones? No!
You know, historical figures aren't always angels, but our Acme job is to put history back on track. If William doesn't remain king, all of English history might change.
Okay, I guess you have to do this one.
This stone castle I recently built is strong enough to withstand any Saxon attack. But with this siege going on outside, I'm having trouble bringing in fresh supplies. Ah, a noble offer. I happen to have a secret passage out of this castle. Squeeze through and go find my barons and lords. Tell them my soldiers need some bread.
It's a Carmen note. Our thief must have slipped through this secret passage.
Au revoir. Hurry back.
Hello? Welcome to my castle. Help you? But I am a nobleman. It is very uncommon for me to help commoners. For the king? Why didn't you say so? In that case, helping you would be my crowning glory. What can I do to help? I know little of petty activities like making bread. Here is a list of my subjects. Perhaps one of them can help you.
So on the back will be their surname, will be what their job is. And we have Baker.
Salutations, dear Baron. May I help you?
King William needs bread for his troops. Can you help?
I would love to bake you some bread, but I am flourless and thus powerless. Do you have any flour?
No flour? Well, check with the lord down the road. As I am a baron and he is only a lord, the feudal system requires that he help me out.
We're off to the Lord.
Welcome to my estate, travelers. The Baron needs flour? Well, I'm happy to help, of course. In fact, it is my feudal duty. Well, I do not have any flour on me at the moment, but one of my peasants may be able to help. Just point one out.
So again, the last name will be it. And Miller.
Lordy Lord, good day. What can I do for you?
The Baron needs flour to bake bread. Can you help?
Yes, I can make some flour for you. I am a miller, after all. Here it is. Freshly milled flour for the Baron's bread. All yours.
Alrighty then. Let's head back to Baron DuPont.
Oh, this flour is perfect. I'll see what I can bake up. Hold on. Voila! My best bread for the king's best men.
And then this way back to William's castle.
Alright, let's sneak past the siege and back into William's castle.
Fresh bread. My hungry troops and I thank you. And now, my next task. We need more weapons. Could you stop by the Baron's place and see if he has any swords?
Absolutely! Happy to help your kingship.
Au revoir. Hurry back.
Salutations once again. One of my subjects might give you the edge you need. With whom do you care to speak?
Swordsmith.
How'd you do, Mr. B? What do you need?
King William is calling for more swords. Can you make them?
Oh, I'd dearly love to forge some swords, but the water barrel I use to cool my red-hot metals has sprung a leak. If you can find me a new barrel, I can forge ahead.
You need a barrel? I believe the lord next door can roll one out for you.
Greetings once again, travelers. Ah, no, you've got me over a barrel on that one. Let's check with one of my peasants.
Barrel Cooper? Taylor Hunterfish Cooper, I think.
Hello, good lord. May I be of service?
We must get a barrel for the Baron. Can you be of assistance?
A barrel? I'm happy to make you a barrel. Back in a flash. Ta-da! The finest barrel a baron could ask for. It won't leak a drop.
Ah, now that's a fine watertight barrel. I'll fill it with water and make some swords in no time. There you go, the finest swords in England. A real cut above the ordinary.
Ah, these swords will give me the edge over those Saxons. But now, my archers are all out of arrows. This is your final task. Check with my Baron and see if he has any arrows to spare.
Sheesh. King William's got us pulling a lot of strings.
How did he ever take over for England in the first place?
Au revoir. Hurry back.
Oh.
Salutations once again. One of my servants can surely help. Which one should I call?
Fletcher.
Good day to you all. What is the Baron's bidding?
King William needs more arrows. Like to take a shot at making them?
Sorry, I'd make you the straightest arrows in England, but I'm a little light on feathers right now. Do you happen to have any?
No feathers for the arrows? You might be able to pluck some from the lord down the road. By feudal law, he is obligated to help me.
Greetings once again, travelers. I'm a lord, not a lark, but one of my subjects might be able to help. Who should I call?
The hunter.
Hello, Lord. How can I help?
Feathers would tickle the Baron's fancy. Do you have any?
Feathers? Certainly. I'll use me hunting falcon to bring down some birds for you. Won't be but a moment. I'm back, and I bagged quite a few birds. I hope the feathers help.
Next Carmen note.
Silverific! You scored a shred of the Carmen note.
Well, look at all these feathers. Just what a Fletcher needs. They'll make my arrows fly straight and true. Here you are. These are some of my finest arrows.
Aha! Once I pass out these fine arrows, my men will easily repulse the Saxon siege. Victory is certain! How about joining me in a celebration feast?
Well, I'm not sure, Your Kingness.
Come on! You can do a jig with my dancing bear.
A dancing bear? Fantabulous! Count us in! William was right. The arrows we brought did the trick, and the siege is over. It's time to celebrate at this wild Norman dinner party.
Yes, eat, eat! We Normans specialize in fine feasts.
Superific! The final mote of the Carmen note.
Grab the Doomsday Book, my liege, and slip away before the siege. Be sure to act in feudal manner, and keep an eye out for a banner. It tells the fabric of a story, how William won his English glory.
Hold on, I'm activating the time cuffs. Good thinking. The Bayeux Tapestry is a story banner telling how King William conquered England. We've slapped the cuffs on that wily warmonger, General Mayhem. No more warmongering for you, General Mayhem. You're heading back to Acme.
I'll just have to plot a whole new campaign while stationed in the slammer.
Congratulations! You clapped the cuffs on General Mayhem and put that big old Domesday Book back on the shelf. Old King William is a happy conqueror. And thanks to you, England's noble traditions will survive the centuries. I've decided to promote you. Consider yourself a time trooper. Congratulations! If you like, we could troop on ahead where another case is waiting. What do you say? You're tunneling to the 13th century, where China's Yuan dynasty is powering up. But an historical link between East and West is missing. Better explore the problem, time trooper. You'll be in the large, capable hands of good guide Rock Solid, explorer par excellence. As usual, he's got your cuffs and more background information for you to check out. Remember, China is huge, so wear your walking shoes.
We made made it, trooper. We're in China in 1271. This year marks the start of the Yuan dynasty and the reign of Kublai Khan. And look, there's the wise Khan right over there.
The Khan is not pleased. I was looking forward to a visit from the Polos, and now this.
Say, the Khan looks pretty put out after scanning that scroll.
Okay. So, when starting this mission, there's two things you want to do. You want to pick up a firecracker, and you want to take a mulberry bush. Now you can talk to him.
The Polos have fallen victim to a thief on the Silk Road. Even worse, without the oils they hope to bring, the Polos have headed back for Europe.
Thomas World. Are those firecrackers near your feet? Oh. Tells about the Silk Road. Maybe it tells
My
about
foreign friends, the Polos, were bringing precious oils from their distant homeland. But a dishonorable thief has stolen this gift.
Who are the Polos?
The Polos are merchants from a place called Italy, far to the west. They came here years ago and promised to return with gifts from their homeland. The great Khan has learned to trust foreign visitors and accepts your offer. Please help the Polos for me. To speed your travels, I grant you full use of my golden tablet of passage, which allows safe travel throughout my domain.
Cool. Okay, and now let's see that swordsman who lets us go through. But it's just like any other mission, you have to talk to the main guy before you can go on. Now here, we don't have to talk to her, we have to give the mulberry bush to the silkworms. You can talk to her, and that's what you have to do, you have to go back. So we're just skipping ahead.
Wow, those worms have an appetite just like mine. Big.
She gives us soap.
Thank you for your kindness. Please accept this gift of silk in gratitude. Farewell. Pleasant journey.
Now we need that bowl from the woman. So what we'll do is we'll give him the silk.
What fine silk! In return, I shall give you this porcelain bowl. And to prove my generosity, I'll add the spoon for free.
And then we'll go back
Safe
to her.
travels, my friends.
Because her bowl has a metal spoon. This one is just a normal spoon. This magnetic spoon points due north, so we need it as a compass. So let's give it to her.
Many thanks for the new bowl. Let me give you this bowl and spinning spoon in return. Farewell. Pleasant journey.
Oh, Carmen note.
There's a Carmen note. Looks like our thief has hit the Silk Road.
Okay, let's go back
Safe
and check if there's a Carmen note here. Note. Yeah.
Hey, that's a piece of Carmen's note. The thief was here.
Yeah, I thought those were over there.
Farewell.
Let's give we can go this way. Travel separate.
Safe.
Hoo-wah! We've found the final fragment of the Carmen note. It'll help us find our fiendish Fink.
In Zandu did Kublai Khan a stately dome decree. Meanwhile, you steal the precious oils from Polos, Italy. When you have them, wait for me. Make sure you are alone. In the source of woodless fires, the lair of the black stone.
Now that the C note's complete, I'll activate the time cuffs.
If you try to go through the desert without the metal bowl, you'll get lost and really go back, so you won't be able to progress. So you use this on the desert.
That's using your head. This compass will point us in the right direction. Whew, your soup bowl guidance really helped us cook through that desert. And say, we're not alone. I do believe we've found Marco Polo and his party.
I've joined my father Niccolo and uncle Maffeo on their second visit to the Khan. But without our oils, our caravan will have to turn back. Buongiorno. Have you any oil? Ours was stolen.
That seems to be the problem here.
Our plan to bring precious oils to the mighty Khan was foiled by a thief in strange garments who looked neither European nor Chinese.
I don't think we have to talk to him, but we'll try.
The oil thief proved too slippery to catch, but I'm sure he's around here somewhere.
Okay, thanks. Let's go over here.
So long. Best of luck bringing down that bandit.
And we'll use the firecrackers on the tiger.
Nice job, Trooper. You really made that tiger turn tail.
And we'll go in there.
Looks like someone's been digging up coal out of this sooty old mine.
But the tiger.
Right. The lair of the black stone must be a Chinese coal mine. Let's go, Jekyll and Hyde.
My dear Acme friends, I know you're only doing your jobs.
But you won't keep me locked up for long, losers!
Excellent work! You rescued the Polo family, jailed Jacqueline Hyde, and did some pretty sharp bartering, too. Thanks to you, trade between Europe and Asia will blossom, changing the course of both cultures with a bang. Congratulations, Time Trooper!
So, you've snagged another of my sidekicks. I'll admit it. You're a talented time trooper. But you'll never stop my next scheme.
Looks like Carmen's causing more crime just ahead in time. Can you take this case?
Oh, forgot to say, that big oaf's, your helper's name is Rock Solid. Yeah, so there's the pun. Not so hard to understand that one. Yes.
This time tunnel leads to Western Africa in the 14th century. It's the height of the Mali Empire, and a pivotal pilgrimage should have hit the road by now. The problem is, no one's going anywhere. See what you can find out. If there's one good guide who knows great empires, it's Antiquity. She's going with you, so look to her for guidance, time cuffs, and another Chronopedia chapter. Better dress for warm weather, Time Trooper. Good luck.
Whew, another day, another time period. How's this for heat? Welcome to sunny West Africa in the year 1324. We're just outside the city of Niani, and the fabulous-looking fellow there is Mansa Musa, Emperor of the Mali Empire.
Well, now, if that isn't the straw that broke the camel's back. A man most strange just stole my only block of salt. My pilgrimage cannot begin without it.
Aha. Sounds like our thief needs to cut down on his salt intake.
So, now that you've seen all the friends, let's stop talking about their jokes. Let's talk to Mansa Musa.
Sand blast it! A gritty character just absconded with all the salt. My most precious possession. Without that salt, we're going nowhere.
Where are we? What's the long line about? What's the delay?
Someone has stolen my caravan's only block of salt. If my followers hear of this, they'll surely disband. And do you have any idea how long it takes to get 60,000 people packed up and ready to go? Salt is essential for the body. It helps us survive long trips through the desert by replacing the salty sweat lost to the hot sun. Water alone is not enough. We must have salt too. Why, yes. How gracious of you to offer. Take my gold staff and trade it for the largest block of salt you can find. The success of my pilgrimage depends on you.
Okay, we go this way.
Good day, and what a fine day it is in the Bright Country.
The Bright Country was a common nickname for the Mali Empire. Think about it. The African sun, the plentiful gold, and the friendly reputation of the Mali people. Makes sense, no?
Hold your camels! What are you trying to do, get me in trouble? I know a piece of Mansa Musa's property when I see it. This is his personal gold staff. I can't melt this down.
There's no need to worry. We're on a mission from Musa. He gave us the staff so that we could obtain some salt for his journey.
Well, that is an interesting claim, but I'll need proof that Mansa Musa actually gave you his staff and that you didn't borrow it. Fortunately, I am well acquainted with Musa's pilgrimage. Answer my questions about it and I'll melt the staff for you.
Sure, ask away.
Okay, here we go. What is the Arabic word for a holy pilgrimage?
The quiz. Not Mansa, not Crusade. Haji or Sahil, maybe Haji.
Well done! Hajj is the Arabic word for a holy pilgrimage. All good Muslims are expected to make this important journey at least once in their lifetime. Permit me to ask another question. What is the final destination of Mansa Musa's pilgrimage?
Mecca? Maybe.
That's correct. Mecca is the holy city of Islam, over 3,000 miles away. All good Muslims are expected to go there at least once in their lifetime. Permit me to ask another question. During Musa's pilgrimage, how many pounds of gold will each camel carry?
I'm not familiar with pounds. 12, 30 pounds, 100 pounds, 300 pounds? Sounds about right.
Correct! 300 pounds on each camel. It's a real treasure trove, and the Mansa will need all that gold to finance a long and extravagant journey to Mecca.
According to the history books, Mansa Musa gave away so much gold while traveling that its value dropped in Cairo. His wealth and generosity literally put the Mali Empire on the map.
Permit me to ask another question.
Another?
Musa's journey will take him through an ocean of sand. What is the name of this vast wasteland?
Sahara. Because Mojave and Gobi are in North America, and I don't know Takamaka.
That's correct. The mighty Sahara takes up much of the North African continent. It is not an easy task to cross it, but Mansa Musa is a devout and determined Muslim. Nothing will stop him. My doubts are dispelled, strangers. I am well and truly convinced that you come as messengers of Mansa Musa.
Yeah, got the gold.
What an eagle eye! It's a part of the Carmen note.
Goodbye, traders!
And then let's go over here.
See the 20-foot-high walls behind me? They're the outer walls of the fabled city of Timbuktu, where the camel meets the canoe.
Ah, yes. Very clever. Timbuktu is a splendid trading spot, centrally located between the camels of the desert and the canoes of the jungle rivers. It is my favorite city in all of Mali.
A Carmen note. I thought something was afoot with this camel.
Let's see now. Something tells me that's not such a good trade.
Maybe we should add some gold to our side of the bargain.
Oh yeah, let's
see if the bundle comes in handy.
Ooh, yes. There are some nice bits of gold there. Throw them on the scale to see what kind of a bargain we can strike here.
Okay. Now, I do believe it's something like this, maybe.
My spirits are dampened, I'm afraid. Your golden bid seems a bit scanty.
We can do better than that, Trooper. We'll need just a little more gold.
Too much.
Oh my. I don't believe I have quite enough salt to match your offer.
We've been a bit heavy-handed. Let's try offering a little less.
This one, and let's do this one. One right next to it.
My spirits are dampened, I'm afraid. Your golden bid seems a bit scanty.
We can do better than that.
Okay, skip. So I did this one, this one, this one. Let's do the smallest one.
Nice blanket.
No.
Now that looks like a fair trade.
It's a deal even a camel can love. We have ourselves a trade, my friends. You drive a hard bargain, my friends, but your offer was fair. Please take the salt, and may it save you from thirst on a hot desert day.
We got the salt! Let's hightail back to Mansa Musa so he can get his show on the road.
Salam, travelers.
There you go.
Distinguished guests, my gratitude knows no bounds. How well and faithfully you have obtained this most excellent and essential salt. I must alert my retinue. Let the glittering pilgrimage begin!
And another Carmen note.
Holy pilgrimage! You found the last piece of the Carmen note. Let's have a look.
Ship is... Oh, wait. In Mali, Africa, you'll land where cities meet the desert sand. For famous salt, I have a thirst, so check out Musa's convoy first. Ship of the desert is your ride. The leading one is where you'll hide. Guess it's in this
Good job.
camel.
I'll activate the time cuffs. Wow! The Chronopedia helped point us right at that camel, the leading ship of the desert. We've busted Bug Zapper. He's the electrifying thief everyone's been buzzing about. All right, Bugs. Gig's up. We're hauling your sorry mug downtown with us.
You think you're smart, eh? Oh, get out of here. You won't keep me in the clink for long.
Great going! You busted Bug Zapper and you saved the day for Mansa Musa by snagging that salt with your clever balancing act. Because of you, Mansa will make his Hajj to Mecca and spread his wealth around, and by golly, jolly old Molly will hit the heights of glory. You've done excellent work, as usual. Can you continue on and take another case? You're moving on to Germany in the 1400s, birthplace of mechanical printing. The first edition of a very important book should be on the shelves by now, but it's nowhere to be found. Time for a title search, Time Trooper. This time, that genial genius, Ivan Idea, is going along as your good guide. Good luck, and don't forget to read the fine print.
Tunneling through time sure beats taking the bus, huh, Trooper? Welcome to Minsk, Germany, 1454. Looks like we're in a printing shop and... Hey! That's Johann Gutenberg! We must be in the world's first printing shop.
My masterwork has been stolen, gone before the ink was dry. And this mess, ink and printing type everywhere. I'll be the laughingstock of Minsk.
Johann, my man, your troubles are over. We're on the case. You found a piece of the C note. Pretty soon it'll be Carmen herself who's hanging out to dry.
Tragedy! No print shop tour today, I'm afraid. My masterwork has been stolen. My workshop has been robbed. A thief absconded with my Bible, the first printed book in all of Europe. Ah, and the villain also made quite a mess while running away. Ah, if only it was that easy. My printing ink is spilled, and to make a new batch, I'll need lampblack. Also, I need to create a notice warning the townsfolk of that thief in our midst. But covered in ink like this, I'm useless. Oh, yes, yes, yes! Peter, find me some lampblack and print the public notice so we can warn the good people of Mainz. Peter, kindly remember to bring me some lampblack. Mein printing press is silent without it.
Okay, so get the oil lamp. I don't know why, but you can pick up the chicken. Then I think we have enough.
Dummkopf, that is an ink pot, not a chicken coop.
I really don't know why we need the chicken.
Ah, yes. This chicken is caked with soot. Unfortunately, it's the wrong kind. Soot from wood smoke does not produce good ink. Lampblack comes from a different kind of smoke.
That's the oil lamp from the alchemist shop.
Wunderbar! The soot on this lamp comes from partially burnt oil. It's lampblack, just what I need to make a new batch of ink. Sorry about that lamp. Good! Let's ink.
Then you get a piece of paper. And...
Well done. Let's have a look at the notice. Notice. Well said. A fine beginning. Nein, wait. Blanks in the second paragraph are unacceptable. Nein, we'll have to rearrange the printing type again.
So, you go into...
Very good. It is time to compose a noteworthy warning notice.
And you have to do this mirrored. But notice, I think it's thief. Let's do T I F F F F F F. Thief on the loose, L. Bible. Stolen. There, that should do it. Again.
Good! Let's ink. Well done. Let's have a look at the notice. Notice. Well said. A fine beginning. Thief on the loose. Very nice. I have goosebumps. Bible stolen. Oh, this is so wonderful. I am approaching tearfulness. This notice is quite perfect. Just give me a moment to print up a tall stack. And voila! Enough notices to wallpaper the city twice over. I'm off to put up these notices and warn the good folk of Mainz about the thief.
C-Note City! We'll be tightening the screws on Carmen before you know it.
Okay, then there must be something else to see. Notice.
Gutenberg's thief notice. Yeah. Made that on his newfangled printing press device, did he? Now bad news can travel fast.
Oh no, I think this is... Here.
Oh yeah! You got the third piece of the C note. Let's decode this baby.
Before I come to bring you home, you'll snatch the world's first typed up tome. Make your vial swipe, and when the time is right, then hide by the major metal in Johann's printing type.
I'll just activate these time cuffs here.
So what's that iron made of?
Time cuffs are activated and ready for an arrest.
Let's see, we have iron, copper, silver, lead, zinc, gold. Think it's made of lead?
Elemental! Lead is the major metal in Gutenberg's type, and that's just where our thief is hiding. Woohoo! We busted chain reaction! Your runaway reaction days are over, Jane. You're going on ice at Acme.
Dream on, detectives. You've got me under control for now, but there's a meltdown coming soon, and her name is Carmen Sandiego.
Way to go! You put the chains on Jane reaction, mastered the printing process, and got Gutenberg back in the biblical bookmaking business. Thanks to you, the printed word will carry the world's wisdom to bookshelves throughout history. Librarians everywhere, thank you. Work like that deserves a reward. Hey, can you handle a promotion? Good, because now you're a time detective. And if you want to try your title on for size, there's another case brewing. Can you start working on it?
Calling you away. I'm not listening.
How could they all be caught? The dimwits. Looks like it's time for a jailbreak, Carmen Sandiego style. A few tweaks to the chronoskimmer, and I'll be there in no time. You fools need bailing out, I see. I'll just chronoskim you past those outdated bars. Stand back. I have more history hijinks planned for us. So, back to the past we go.
Time detective. I've got a major bummer bulletin. Carmen Sandiego has just chrono-skimmed into Acme Jail and then back out again with her heinous horde in tow. That's right. She used our technology to pull a jailbreak. How embarrassing. No, we've reinforced the prison with trans-temporal laser bars so another jailbreak can't happen. But of course now those crooks are back out there pilfering paraphernalia from the past. They must be recaptured. It's a good thing you're out there on the job. Right now, you're fast forwarding to 1460, where something strange has happened in the Inca Empire's accounting. You'll have to straighten out this knotty problem. When you're visiting the center of a great empire, antiquity is the good guy you want on your side. Good luck up in the Andes, detective, and don't get lightheaded in that mountain air.
You know, you'd think they'd serve more than just a snack on these long time flights. Antiquity here. If you're feeling woozy, it's the altitude. We're way up on top of the Andes, smack dab in the middle of the Inca Empire. The year is 1460, and that's Emperor Pachacuti Yupanqui over there, the head honcho of the Inca Empire.
May the mighty sun scorch the demon's eyeballs! Someone has stolen my quipus! All of our records lost. My empire will fall apart at the seams without them.
Whoa, he is losing it. We'd better investigate the situation. Whoa, hey, that's a Carmen note! The thief was here!
My administration is in a shambles. The outer regions are already grumbling. Well, since the theft of the quipus, my quipu kamayaks have been working overtime to recount everything. These royal accountants could really use some help. Go to the storerooms and speak to my head quipu kamayak. He will tell you what to do.
Okay, this one's a math.
Goodbye. And remember, millions of my hungry citizens are counting on you.
I guess it's not easy ruling over 12 million hungry people. Talk about job stress.
These nuts are wearing me out. We'll never recount the supplies in time. Easy. See those storerooms? Please count everything inside each one. Then mark down the number by putting corn kernels on the nearest counting frame. Oh, we keep our spare ears of corn in that building. Oh, my Inti, you must not enter the storerooms without my permission.
I thought we
Wandering hands can get cut off around here, you know.
Maybe we should explain that we're here to help. He thinks we're thieves.
What is it this time? My ulcer is already aggravated with bad news. Sure. By putting corn kernels in the empty spaces on the counting frame, you'll record specific numbers. Here's a big handful for you.
Okay, now can I go?
Okay, wait here. I'll run a quick count. I counted 1,574 ears of corn piled in there. I know, I'm a really fast counter. It's a gift. Okay, let's use that counting frame.
Use the counting frame to mark down the number of corn cobs in the storeroom.
1,500. Excuse me. And 74, I believe, was the number she said. So 7. You're wondering, 1 for 1,000, 5 for 500, and 2 plus 5, so 7. It took me a while to get to it. Let's see.
I see. So you say there are 1,574 ears of corn. That's correct. Will you do the same for the other storerooms? I have so much to do.
Hang on to your hat. I'll be right back. 3,029 potatoes. The spuds were really flying in there. Okay, let's use that counting frame.
Please indicate the quantity of potatoes in the storeroom on that counting frame.
Those are the corn kernels the head accountant gave us.
3,025?
I see. So you say there are 3,025 potatoes in the storeroom.
That doesn't agree with my count. Retry. Spud City. There are still 3,029 potatoes inside. Okay, let's use that counting frame.
Please indicate the quantity of potatoes in the storeroom on that counting frame. According to what you've marked on the tablet, there are 3,029 potatoes. You have done me a great service. Don't stop now.
I'll be back in a flash. There are 628 piles of cotton in there. It's a shame the Incas don't know about t-shirts. Okay, let's use that counting frame.
Please record the number of cotton plants here, based on the storeroom inventory.
629. Is it 29 again? I think I'm getting this wrong.
I see. So you say there are 629 piles of cotton in the storeroom.
No, that's not right. Try again. 628 piles of cotton are piled in there. That's a lot of laundry. Okay, let's use that counting frame.
Please record the number of cotton plants here, based on the storeroom inventory. According to what you've marked on the tablet, there are 628 piles of cotton. Excellent work. You are rather handy with a counting frame. Now please go tell Pachacuti that we are finished at last with the storeroom inventories.
Okay, let's go back.
Hello again, my faithful friends. What news have you? Ah, my profound thanks for your clever counting skills. But there remains one more important task to complete. Can you help me with it? I need to transport some food to a distant village suffering from famine. Please gather about 100 potatoes from my royal storerooms and load them on a llama. And let me know when the loading is complete so I won't worry.
Spud heaven. I grabbed exactly 115 purebred potatoes and stuffed them in this sack. We're good to go.
Very good. But before you go, please adjust the counting frame to match the reduced number of potatoes in the royal storeroom.
We still have 3,029 marked here. We'll need to account for the 115 potatoes we've bagged.
That'd be the 115.
I see. So you say there are 2,914 potatoes.
Perfect work, Detective. You've updated that counting frame to account for all the potatoes taken from the storeroom. Watch your step on the rope bridge. It's a long way down.
Let's put on the llama.
Perfect fit. Let's head back to Pachacuti and let him know the llamas are loaded and ready. Hey, those llamas must be good luck. We found a C-note.
Go back to the main building.
Hello again, my faithful friends. What news have you? No, thanks to you, I now have the Empire running smoothly again. But you might be able to help me interpret the strange symbols I found on this paper.
Holy mama llama! It's the third Carmen note.
Okay, Pachacuti's tears, sweat have made his reign the greatest yet. But none of these have quite the glint of something useful in a mint. Hide beneath the tears of the moon, and there I'll come to find you soon.
I'm activating the cuffs. Watch out, villain. Here we come.
So, tears of the moon and glinting, pottery, sack of silver, sack of cloth, sack of gold, sack of corn, potatoes. It is sack of silvers.
Smart
silver
move.
like the moon.
Silver was called Tears of the Moon by the Incas. So our thief must be hiding in that sack of silver. Time for a high-energy high five. We've nabbed Jane Reaction. You're headed back to the Acme lockup, Jane. And with its patented new laser bar security, you won't be escaping again.
You've caught up with me again, agents, but you'll never accelerate fast enough for a collision with Carmen.
Congratulations! You re-jailed Jane Reaction, recaptured the accounting quipus, and fixed food distribution for the whole Inca Empire. Thanks to you, Pachacuti's kingdom will grow far and wide. And speaking of empire builders, Carmen, has already pulled another time heist. Can you take the case right now? You're speeding toward the coast of Spain in 1493, where an Atlantic Ocean traveler is lost at sea. The folks who financed his trip are mucho worried, so you'd better try to find out what's causing the delay. Charting unknown waters is Rock-Solid's specialty, so he'll come along as your good guide. Good luck, Detective. I sure hope you don't get seasick.
We've hit Spain in the year 1493. That must be Queen Isabella right over there. You know, Isabella earned a place in history by supporting the explorations of Christopher Columbus. But at the moment, the Signora looks royally upset.
Disaster! Columbus has not returned from his voyage to China. I can only guess that he has been lost at sea. My advisors warned me that his plan would sink.
Hey, it sounds like one of Carmen's crooks has put a crimp in Columbus's plans. Let's talk with the Queen and see what we can do.
Greetings. You are welcome in the royal court of Spain, although you've come at an unhappy time. Christopher Columbus sailed away 8 months ago to find a westward route to China, but he has not returned. I fear his decision to sail west was not the best. If Columbus is safe and sound, he must be found. He sailed west, so you must too, to find him. You may take this ocean map for the westward journey.
Okay, I think that looks better. There you go.
Good luck crossing the vast ocean. May the wind and current be always at your back.
We're almost ready to cast off. But first, let's learn to navigate. Use the mast to adjust the sail. When the sail is open, we'll blow with the wind. But when the sail is closed, we'll drift with the current instead. When you're ready, ring the ship's bell to start moving. You've found a message in a bottle, and it looks like part of Carmen's note. Keep this up and we'll have Carmen bottled up tight soon enough.
Okay, so you can use this to open the sails. But click on Rock Solid to check the wind and the water. And if you want to look at the map, you want to get here. So we want to go west and north. But the first one, we don't need to do anything.
Smooth move. The compass says we're now pointing west. Let's observe the wind and the current. The wind is heading west, and the current is going east. Columbus is somewhere to the west, so the wind looks like our best bet.
Yeah.
Try opening the sail to catch the wind, then ring the bell.
Yeah, we want to go by wind.
Aye, aye, Captain. The sail is open, so westward blowing will now be going. Hold on to your hat. Good sailing, Captain. The helm is at your command. Remember, keep a close eye on the wind and current conditions and adjust the sail to keep us heading towards Columbus. The wind is blowing to the east. I believe the current is sweeping south.
Okay, so let's check the current.
Nice exposure. That's a great view to the south. The wind is whisking by to the west. I believe the current is sweeping south.
We can do both, but let's go more west.
We're now aiming toward the wild, wild west. The wind is whisking by to the west. I'd say the current is heading north.
Let's just go like that.
We're now aiming toward the wild, wild west. The wind seems southerly. The current is flowing west.
Let's go with the current then.
We're now aiming toward the wild, wild west. The wind is blowing north.
No.
I believe the current is sweeping south.
Okay, let's go with current again.
We're now pointing to the south. The wind is whisking by to the west.
Wind.
The current is streaming east.
Oh, no. That's going to take me back. Ah, shucks.
Nice navigating. Now the wind is blowing to the east. I believe the current is sweeping south.
Sure, let's go with the current.
Whoa, quite a set of fangs on that fish. Maybe we'll save that swim for later. Nice exposure. That's a great view to the south. The wind is blowing north. I believe the current is sweeping south.
Let's go with current again. West again.
Shark-infested waters were a constant menace to ocean-going ships in the 15th century. During shipwrecks, the smell of blood in the water could call in hundreds of hungry sharks. Yikes! Nice exposure. The wind seems southerly. The current is streaming east.
Wind, right? Okay. Ooh. Let's just keep going west then.
Woo-ha! We found the tropical trade winds, also called the easterlies. These winds coming from the east will help us sail westward in no time. Nice exposure. That's a great view to the south. The wind is whisking by to the west.
Yeah, let's take that. Ooh, very fast.
At your behest, the wind seems southerly. I'd say the current is heading north.
Okay, let's go to the south, I guess.
Nice exposure. That's a great view to the south. The wind is blowing to the east. The current is flowing west.
Okay.
At your behest, we're now pointing west. The wind seems southerly.
No.
The current is flowing west.
Yeah. So the current here.
Land ho! But we have to head north to reach the West Indies where Columbus is stranded. The wind seems southerly. I'd say the current is heading north.
And what goes east?
The wind is blowing north. The current is flowing west.
Oh, west, sorry. And we made it.
All right, we've reached the West Indies. Let's hit the beach and look for Columbus. Say, I think we've made a discovery of our own. We've found Captain Christopher Columbus.
Gentlemen, I assure you I have everything under control. After all, I'm Christopher Columbus. I'll find a way home.
This scene feels sort of familiar, eh, fellow Norseman? But a bunch of sailors arguing on a beach doesn't mean a thing.
Oh, my charts, my charts. I'm getting island fever without them. How I long to see again the noble plains of Spain.
This one took me a long time to figure out, but when I finally found out, it was worth it.
The ocean charts I created on my westward voyage were stolen, and now my men are making waves. They refuse to sail back across the sea without a good map for navigation.
A grubby-looking thief wormed his way on board, posing as one of my crew, and hooked my charts. Then he sailed off with one of my ships, the Pinta. My sailors are a suspicious lot. They won't set sail until they see the charts that prove I know the way home.
So you have to make him unlock the chest.
Why, I am Christopher Columbus. I'm the brave explorer who just discovered the fabulous and westward route to this place, China. Of course this is China. I sailed directly west from Spain to get here. And everyone knows that there's no other land between Spain and China. I'd prove it to you, except someone stole my charts from that sea chest. What's this? Whoever stole my charts left behind a strange scrap of paper. Hardly a fair trade.
Say, that's a piece of the Carmen note. The thief must have dropped it in the chest when he stole Columbus's charts.
And then you get the charts and put it in the...
All right, the map is safely inside. Phew, that's a load off my chest.
Because if you try to give it directly to Columbus, he won't find it.
We meet again. Forgive me if I seem upset, but my stolen charts are still missing. What's this? There's a chart in my chest. It's not the original, but it has all of the information to make an eastward sea journey. All right, men. I forgot to mention that a great explorer always carries a second map.
That was a brilliant way to get Columbus to examine our chart. Now he can head back for Spain, and we can join him. I suspect our thief plans to meet Carmen at a time portal in Europe, and we'll be there. It's good to be aboard ship again. Shall we take another look at our chart?
Oh, we can just sail to the first one.
Nice navigating. Now we're aiming east. Ah, we're back in Europe at last. Let's hurry back to Spain and hook that crook.
Columbus, you've returned. We thought the sea had swallowed you up.
The sea is no match for Christopher Columbus. I made many great discoveries on my voyage, and I could not have returned without the aid of these helpful travelers. But now, Your Majesty, let's turn to that new title and those grand rewards we discussed.
I have a better idea. Let's outfit some more ships and send you back.
Mamma mia!
Great grab! That completes the Carmen note.
When the crime is done, use all your smarts to sneak inside the room of charts. Finding you will be a snap if you bring a different map. The only chart with the New World's face should be your crafty hiding place.
Hang on, I'll fire up the time cuffs for some arresting action.
The New World refers to North America. The only map that has North America on it is this one.
Eureka! That's a map of the New World. The only map which shows the American continents. It's the one from Carmen's note. Huh, we've put the lid back on Dr. Belljar. And this time our case is airtight.
Well, you've taken the wind out of this doctor's sail. But I doubt if you'll put Carmen in jail.
Congratulations! You charted the way across the Atlantic, rescued Christopher Columbus, and put Dr. Belljar back in the can. Now regular travel between Europe and the Americas can start. The biggest population shift in the history of the planet will happen thanks to your sailing skills. You're doing great work, and we need you to keep it up. Another crime has struck another time. Can you take the case? You're blasting through the past to the end of the 16th century, where a big batch of Shakespeare's plays are missing. The show must go on, Detective. So see what you can do. You need a good guide who knows the footlights. So Renaissance is coming along to help you. Good luck, Time Detective. Or should I say, break a leg.
There's one good thing about traveling with the Chronoskimmer. We always arrive everywhere right on time. We've arrived in London, England, near the Thames River. The year is 1599. And look, over there, the famous Globe Theatre is being rebuilt. There's Queen Elizabeth surveying the construction.
Those players move so slowly I may never see my play. You'd think they were building the entire world rather than just the globe.
Okay, there's a note right here. You want to get that before you start.
Congratulations, Detective. That's a Carmen note.
Unless you want to go back here.
Good day, gentlefolk. Just look at that building. By my crown, it has more holes in it than my father, King Henry VIII, had wives.
What's the unfinished?
That's the Globe Theatre. The actors moved it across the Thames and are rebuilding it. And I fear their delay may impede tonight's play to be performed in my honor. William says they're too busy to build. He muttered something about a theft, and all the actors now needing to relearn their lines. I wish I knew. You may take my royal boat across the Thames and get those actors to work.
And as usual, now we can go. Unless you want to
Time
find
for some globe trotting at the Globe. Just look at this Globe Theatre. Swiss cheese doesn't have as many holes. We can see William Shakespeare right through this wall.
Oh, how much longer shall I endure the slings and arrows of this outrageous fortune? The Globe is still not done, and you, Burbage, you must learn your lines. Let's rehearse again.
Ahem. 2 beans or not 2 beans? That is indigestion.
You're killing me, Burbage. It's to be or not to be. Try again.
It looks like Shakespeare and his players are still rehearsing. Let's head inside.
At last, we have an audience. Hey, you, grab a poster and let us know what rehearsal you want to hear next.
Okay, so on the posters, there's a note.
That's no play. That's a piece of the Carmen note.
Now, this part, you have to pay attention to the play they're using. So I'll do Romeo and Juliet.
Ah, Romeo and Juliet. A boy and a girl from rival families fall in love, making their parents furious. In-laws, what can you do?
This part.
What soft, what light through yonder window breaks. It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who is already sick and pale with grief, that thou, her maid, art far more fair than she.
Your fare is fair to middling, Burbage. Take a break and get back to work on that wall.
Hey, where did Burbage run off to with that wall section? Let's tail him, Detective.
I can't lift anything heavy. I might tear my tights. Besides, I must rehearse.
So, on each section of the wall, there's a note. You can look at it. But soft light through yonder window breaks, and you find the matching note. Fire burn, cauldron bubble, all men are women with your chairs. That you have but slumbered here. And monarchs behold the swelling scene.
That opening in the wall needs a well-versed filling.
Yeah. It is the east and Julia is the sun. That's the one. Put it there.
Excellent. We've filled the breach. A finished wall is coming into reach. You've
There's
a keen eye for literature, Detective. That's the final piece of the Carmen note.
Okay.
With a completed C note in hand, I'll power up the time cuffs.
We don't need that much.
You have my thanks for helping with the wall. A void in my life has been filled.
Now, if you know enough about Shakespeare's plays, you can skip the dialogue here. But I don't. I know Romeo and Juliet. That was, funny enough, the only one I knew.
Henry V, a kingly choice. Young King Henry outgrows his rowdy youth and causes a riot in France.
Oh, for a muse of fire that would ascend the brightest heaven of invention. A kingdom for a stage, princes to act, and monarchs to behold the swelling scene.
Your lines are quite amusing, Burbage. Now back to that wall.
It's not like I don't know them. I have read them once upon a time.
I can't carry this load another step. My bad back is acting up.
I just don't remember them. A king, floor stage, princess. It's slumbered here. And monarchs behold a swelling scene.
Well done.
How did I get back there?
By my troth, they're putting quite a spin on the globe. Our play might even start on time. Macbeth, who killed his Scottish king, but could not see trouble brewing. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble.
Fillet of a fenny snake, in the cauldron boil and bake, eye of newt and toe of frog, wool of bat and tongue of dog.
Burbage, perhaps you should stew over your lines while you work on that wall.
Oh, I'm much too talented for this tedious work, ta-ta.
Slumbered here. Fire burn and cauldron bubble.
Bravo!
Well done! With the globe complete, our sphere of influence will extend to the Queen herself. As You Like It is a most excellent comedy, a tale of love set in a wood where the players cannot see the forest for the trees.
All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts.
And the more parts, the better. So now, act like a builder and get back to that wall.
Well, this wall is practically finished. My sweat is better spent back on stage.
Yeah. Last one's Midsummer's
Nicely
Night's
done.
Dream. I thought I recognized it.
Once more into the breach. Our wall is nearly complete. A Midsummer Night's Dream is my favorite comedy, full of lovers and mischievous elves. It's a classic fairy tale.
If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here, while these visions did appear.
Slumbered is right. Your acting doth tire me, Burbage. Take a more constructive approach over on that wall.
I'm an actor, not a weightlifter. I must protect my delicate hands.
Now, you can just, like, randomly put if you want.
Fantastic architecture, Detective. Well done.
It does work, but...
Why, never did I see so fair a globe in all the world.
Just take some careful listening.
1,000 thanks, my dear friends. You've kept construction going during this riotous rehearsal. The Queen's performance shall soon begin, and I have a royal reward for you. Backstage passes. Follow me.
Hey, it looks like we're in the tire room where the costumes and props are stored. And the Queen's performance has begun.
Yeah, but you can do it just randomly if you want. I mean, just take a little bit more time in my mind. When you hear the drama's call, make your entrance at the stage. As the players work upon their wall, you'll snap the great plays of the age. Once you have them, quick retire to that which set the globe on fire. I don't know what set it on fire, but I'm guessing the cannon.
Good thinking, Detective. The Carmen note referred to the thing that burned down the globe, and that was the spark of a cannon. Ha-ha! We've caught Medina again. I'd say there's trouble brewing for this witch. Medivh, you're coming with me. We'll keep you under our spell back at Acme headquarters.
A second seance in that Acme cell won't be a spiritual experience. But you'll never conjure up Carmen Sandiego.
Way to go! You tossed Medivh in the dungeon, helped Shakespeare with his scripts, and got the globe together. All in time for a command performance. Shakespeare's works will survive through the generations right up to the Broadway stage thanks to you. Nice work. That performance deserves a promotion. Your new badge says, Time Inspector. And there's a crime up ahead that needs inspecting. Can you take the case? Your next stop is North America 1776. A key American document should have been signed by now, but it's nowhere in sight. You'll be handling a political hot potato, Inspector. I'm sending politics along to give you good advice. She knows all the political angles and the lines and curves, too. Good luck, and give Ben Franklin my best.
What a blast to the past! We've arrived in the American colonies on the 4th of July, 1776, and that founding father is none other than Thomas Jefferson.
The misfortune! The Second Continental Congress is assembled and waiting for me, but my final draft of the Declaration has been stolen.
No need to get all wigged out, Mr. Jefferson. We'll help you make your declaration.
Okay, let's talk.
Greetings. Forgive my distraction. The Declaration draft I was composing has been purloined, and the Congress is waiting on me.
What is the problem?
A thief stole my first draft of the Declaration of Independence, and I don't have enough parchment for a rewrite. Parchment is the key. If you can find me just a modest scrap, I'll be able to jot my thoughts down again and take them to the Continental Congress. If only I knew! The British taxes and naval blockade have caused a serious shortage in items like glass, lead, and paper. You'll have to keep a sharp eye out for parchment. Farewell. Please return if you find any parchment.
So you don't need to be in Philadelphia at first.
Oh, we thought you might be Jefferson. Where is that man? We need his declaration draft soon, or the colonies may never gain independence.
There's nothing to do here yet. You have to keep going.
On your way then, and keep an eye out for tea.
So he has the parchment, but you can't get it, so use the fishing pole and get this box.
Hey, we caught a boxfish! Actually, it looks like an old tea crate from the tea party. Cool! Back to Manhattan, New York.
Then give the British the tea.
Great kings of England! It's honest to goodness tea! If a bit waterlogged. Come on, lads, it's tea time!
a piece of the Carmen note.
Now you want to just take the foot of the statue, then go back to Boston. Now take the lead foot and put it in the smithy.
Superific idea! Making ammo out of the lead statue. You're a high-caliber crime fighter.
Then give him the musket balls.
Yow! Thanks for the musket balls. Now I have my shot at joining the Continental Army. Long live the American colonies!
Then we get the parchment.
Back to Manhattan, New York.
And now we have to go all the way back to Chancellorsville, Virginia. And then we'll give Jefferson.
Parchment! You deserve volumes of praise. Now I can rewrite crucial parts of the Declaration of Independence. I've written out all the important points, but these paragraphs still need arranging. I'll hurry them over to the Pennsylvania courthouse, where the document can be completed. See you in the city of brotherly love.
Superific! You found part of the Carmen note. The suspect's schemes are going to pieces. Splendation! Let's catch up with Jefferson in Philadelphia.
How good to see you again. You're just in time. Ben Franklin is just now posting my paragraphs up for review and arrangement.
So this part took a long time for me. But you can get it by trial and error or try to match them up. I'm going to try to match them up because I did do it before.
My outline presents our ideas in an organized fashion. It should help us arrange Jefferson's paragraphs into a sensational declaration.
Yes, indeed. So just match up my paragraphs on the left with Franklin's outline on the right. Good luck.
Date and declaration. No. Well, that must be the end. Oh, there we go. Now these four need to be separated. Okay, let's see. Sometimes relations between two groups of people can get so bad that there's no choice but to split apart. Laws, no. Endowed by the creator with certain undeniable rights, life, living and perceived happiness. Okay. What about getting it? Doesn't every state of oppression we have the redress of humble turns? When the course of human events becomes necessary for political to dissolve political bands have connected. Yeah, that's it. Yellow. Everyone has certain rights that no government has the right to take away. We hold truth to be seven that all men are created equal. And yeah, that looks like it matches. Less complaints include the denial of right of fair trial, the right to vote, and laws and taxes. Oppression, we have pretension, rumors, humble turns, yeah, this one's taxes. I think that's good.
Well done! Jefferson's paragraphs match our outline perfectly. We have a most convincing declaration on our hands. Well done! You've helped organize this document into a memorable Declaration of Independence. Now, let's get those delegates signing before they lose their nerve, hmm?
Terrific! You reconstructed the Declaration of Independence. Now let's track down our thief.
There we go.
Yeah! That's the final fragment of Carmen's note.
Once you have the decoration, quickly go and take your station. Get concealed all safe and nice inside a Jefferson device. He made it to avoid disturbance from the noisy dinner servants.
Fantabulous! I'll activate the time cuffs.
And if you didn't know like me, Jefferson created the dumbwaiter. Little fun history fact. Guess you do learn something from these edutainment games.
Hey, that's using your noodle. The dummy was waiting in the dumbwaiter. Fantabulous! It's a major accomplishment to catch General Mayhem. Come on, General. You can think about independence. Independence.
You can court-martial me, but you'll never put Carmen Sandiego on trial.
Well done! You re-jailed General Mayhem, bartered your way from Virginia to Philly, and redrafted the Declaration of Independence. I salute you! Thanks to you, the 13 colonies are on their way to United Stateshood. But don't get too comfy. There's another crime dead ahead in time. Can I put you in charge of the case? Next stop is the early 19th century. Lewis and Clark should have crossed the Rockies by now, but instead, they seem to be stopped in their tracks. Better see if you can get them moving again. Once again, you'll be exploring unknown territory, so I'll send Rock Solid as your good guide. Good luck, and watch out for rattlesnakes.
I love time travel, but I'm getting tired of resetting my watch. Ah, the great outdoors. It looks like we're in North America where the Missouri River emerges from the Rocky Mountains. It's 1805, and we've run into the Lewis and Clark expedition.
Are you sure those journals aren't in the saddlebags? How could we let someone nab our notes like that? What are we going to do?
I've told you I searched those saddlebags a dozen times. Blast the luck. We'll never cross the Rockies without those notes.
And none of my Shoshone kin are nearby to help us.
Say, it sounds like someone's pilfered the pockets of these pioneers.
Ah, visitors. By chance, have you crossed paths with a journal-toting thief? Our life's work has been lifted.
These peace and friendship medallions were given to us by President Jefferson himself. We hope to trade them with Indians in the mountains, but without our journals, we can't take another step.
Sure, you can find a route through the Rockies for us. And since you're willing to stick your necks out, take this medallion to trade with any Indians you meet.
Okay, now I can start going in the Rockies, but first it's better to talk to Sacagawea. She'll teach you some hand signs or gestures.
Greetings, strangers. You are welcome in our camp. My name is Sacagawea of the Shoshone tribe. Lewis and Clark hired me as a translator and to help guide them through the mountain wilderness.
So, now when she talks, you have to pay attention.
I grew up in these mountains with my
To her
people,
hands.
so I know of many dangers. On the steep cliffs, you must skirt the surly bighorn sheep. Avoid the strong current of the river. Most of all, beware the hungry bear.
Now, watch for some advice.
I have many memories of growing up in these beautiful mountains. I remember days spent weaving a tall basket. I also recall the sounds of my brother playing his drum. I later lived among the Mandan Indians on the plains. It was there I learned to make a sharp tomahawk. I also learned to make a sturdy moccasin. When I first met Lewis and Clark, they had just completed a long day's travel. They were very tired, and I offered them a blanket. Right away, they were both fast asleep.
Good luck. Don't get eaten by bears.
Thanks, man.
All right, there's a pass through the mountains. Shall we pass on through? Uh-oh, that ram is in no mood to let us horn in on his territory. What we need is some local advice. Let's use Indian Sign Language to ask this Shoshone for advice about getting past that irate ram.
Big horn sheep is this one. Looks like tomahawk.
Let's use Indian Sign Language to ask this Shoshone for advice about getting past that irate ram.
So it looks like tomahawk, but it's actually not. Oh, this gives them a medallion, we can trade with them.
That Indian looks like he wants to trade, so let's tell him what we need.
Not the tomahawk. I think it's this one.
I guess that Shoshone doesn't have what we wanted to trade for, but maybe he has other things in his teepee. Let's keep at it. That Indian looks like he wants to trade, so let's tell him what we need. Way to wheel and deal. Maybe we can use our new item, or trade it back. We found part of Carmen's note. She won't pull the wool over our eyes.
Okay, continue. River.
All right, Inspector. Who says clues don't grow on trees? That's part of the Carmen note.
River. Here's where you need the tomahawk. So let's get rid of this.
That Shoshone woman seems willing to trade. Let's tell her what we're looking for.
Tomahawk.
Too bad. This Shoshone doesn't have what we asked for.
Okay, so let's go back down.
Okay, down the mountain we go.
To the other two. So that's this one.
Way to wheel and deal. Maybe we can use our new item, or trade it back.
And let's cut down the tree.
Great idea. Just be sure you aim that tomahawk at the tree and not at your old friend Rock. Oh yeah, timber! Good work, Inspector. And thanks to that Shoshone for showing us the way. Stay on your toes, or at least stay on your feet. We don't want to fall in. Eureka! We've reached the top of the Rockies, and that path ahead leads on to the Columbia River. Great galloping grizzlies! Where'd that big bear come from?
There.
It's all downhill from here. Way to wheel and deal. Maybe we can use our new item, or trade it back. Stay on your toes, or at least stay on your feet. We don't want to fall in. I see what you're getting at. Okay, watch this. Way to go. With that bear gone, we can continue west to the Columbia River. Westward ho, let's go! But first, let's head back east and round up the core of Discovery. We're back! We found a terrific route through the Rockies.
Was your journey difficult?
No, we just had to grin and bear it. Come on, let's load up the portable boats. It's smooth sailing from here. We've reached the Columbia River. Now Lewis and Clark can float by boat the rest of the way to the Pacific. Hey, that's the third and final piece. This letter will spell trouble for our thief, if we can figure it out.
Okay, steal the journals at my behest, then go where the rivers flow west. If you find your up a creek, play a game of hide and seek. Keep your vile plans afloat, concealed within a Nez Perce boat.
I'll fire up the time cuffs.
Now, if there are other Indian boats, plank canoe. Maybe that is an Indian boat, but I only know the dugout canoe. I don't know. That's an Egyptian canoe, so...
Say, that dugout canoe is the Nez Perce style boat mentioned in the Carmen note. Back to Acme Jail for you, Baron, and you won't get away a second time.
You've got me grounded, but you'll never get a beat on Carmen's high-flying plan.
Congratulations once again! You rebusted the Baron, learned to speak with your hands, and led Lewis and Clark to the Columbia River. Thanks to you, the wildest part of the western U.S. is well on its way to being tamed. Great going! But there's more lawlessness in the very near future, Time Inspector. Can you move on to a new case right away?
We don't have many crooks left.
You're making a short hop forward to 1808 in Vienna, Austria. The sounds from Symphony Hall are strangely silent, and that means something's amiss. You better lend an ear to the trouble. This time, your good guide is none other than Renaissance herself, conductress of the Acme Philharmonic. Good luck, Time Inspector, and try to stay on key.
Welcome to Vienna. It's 1808, and the gentleman with the creative hair is the maestro Ludwig van Beethoven.
Ah, misery! To have mine 5th and 6th symphony scores stolen just as they were to debut this evening. I am doomed.
Could one of Carmen's crooks have caused this classical caper? Let's find out what happened.
Hallo, forgive mine mournful state, but some rogue has purloined the precious scores to mine 5th and 6th symphonies. A light-fingered female snatched the scores to my new 5th and 6th, and they were to premiere tonight. Without these bold new pieces, the public will think that I am slipping, and my reputation will be kaput. Perhaps I can quickly rewrite the symphonies, but only if you can rehearse the openings with the orchestra while I complete the scores. I will now recreate the 5th, my work of deepest passion. You must take the opening pages to the orchestra when I am done. Yeah.
Okay, and if you don't know what this sounds like, you can ask him to play it again. I will play again for the second one. The 5th I'm pretty familiar with.
That opening should make the orchestra players earn their salaries. Have a fine rehearsal.
Here we are at the Symphony Hall, and the orchestra's warming up. Are you ready to try reordering Beethoven's 5th?
Okay, what's this one sound like?
Sure, I'll play that one.
I think that might be the end.
Sure, I'll play that one.
That sounds like it belongs there. Oh, that's the front. That's the one in front. Just these two can be turned around. And you can play them in order if you're sure, but I'm going to test it.
That was so emotional. Ludwig is a genius.
Congrats! Finally, the fifth is in harmony. Now let's see how Beethoven's doing on the sixth.
Okay, how do I get back? There we go.
Had enough of a tune-up? Let's head back to Beethoven's flat.
Ah, returned already. I am positively gleeful to hear that the rehearsal of mine fifth went well. If you give me just a moment, the opening to mine sixth is almost ready. Yeah. There you have it, the opening to mine sixth symphony. Please, set the orchestra to work rehearsing it while I finish the remainder of the piece.
Oh, I forgot there's a note here.
Ludwig's sneeze made quite a breeze. It stirred up a Carmen note.
And there's one here.
That happy face is someone who really inspired Beethoven's early career. His mom. You don't miss a beat. Finding Carmen's note can be quite an earful.
That opening should make the orchestra players earn their salaries. Have a fine rehearsal.
Okay, let's try. Oh. Well, let's go.
Had enough of a tune-up? Let's head back to Beethoven's flat.
So, if you don't know what it sounds like,
Hello
just click on
once
this.
more. Where can that rotten rascal have gone with the score to mine fifth and sixth symphonies? When you ask so politely, of course. I feel so relaxed. That opening should make the orchestra players earn their salaries. Have a fine rehearsal.
Sounds like in the middle somewhere. Sounds like around the end. Around the beginning. Let's try this out. I'm not sure about these three. I'll switch around.
Let's lead these melodious folks through a rendition of Beethoven's Sixth.
that sound could wake the dead. Is Ludwig going deaf or something?
Well, he kind of
That's
is.
just about in sync. Let's try once more to settle this score.
Try this.
So natural, like those grass in a mountain meadow.
We've dissed disharmony and straightened out the melody. The sixth is in place, and Beethoven has arrived. Tonight he'll be conducting his fifth and sixth symphonies for the very first time.
I could not have finished without your help. Thank you. And now, I'm off to celebrate and consider my next symphony, the ninth.
Wait a minute. You just finished the fifth and sixth symphonies. Wouldn't your next be the seventh?
Ah, but that is so predictable. I prefer to juggle many symphonies in my mind at once. Also, math was never my best subject. Ah, one last thing. Perhaps it is mine hearing, but something in the orchestra didn't sound quite right. A theory worth investigating, perhaps? Anyway, auf Wiedersehen.
Congratulations is where we're at. We've found the Carmen Note's final scrap. Let's check the Chronopedia for some decoding.
Okay, blend in with classic harmony as part of Ludwig's symphony. Hide where many notes are found, but use your own distinctive sound. Bring a modern instrument with you. Unique to matching bands will do.
I'll activate the time cuffs.
Marching bands, but not in classical music. French horn, I think they had. Flute, trumpet. French horn. Sousaphone. That was made by John Philip Sousa for his marching band and for like America. So probably this one?
Of course. That sousaphone made for marching bands is definitely off tone in this orchestra. The sousaphone wasn't invented until 1850, so it shouldn't be part of an 1808 orchestra.
I didn't know they're that close together.
Nabbing Jacqueline Hyde, our mistress of crime, is like catching two thieves at the same time. Well, Inspector, we've made our double troublemaker face the music. Jacqueline Hyde broke out of prison once before. This time, there won't be an encore.
I must say, it's nice to see you sleuths again.
But you'll both be history once Carmen polishes off her plan.
Sharp work, Inspector. You flattened Jekyll and Hyde and helped Beethoven rescore his 5th and 6th symphonies. Thanks to you, the most sublime moments in Western music have been saved for us all to savor. All 8 escaped crooks are back in jail for good. But Carmen must have another operative on the job because there's more trouble ahead. Can you take another case? Speaking of electricity, you're headed for the age of invention. Menlo Park, New Jersey in the 1870s. There should be a buzz about the electric light bulb by now, but I hear someone's blown a fuse. Better see if you can illuminate the problem. And you better take Ivan Idea as your good guide. He's great at inventing ways to take on trouble. Good luck, Inspector. And don't forget to turn out the lights when you leave.
Whoa! Epic time traveling! We've touched down in Menlo Park, New Jersey. The year is 1879, and that invention expert by my side is none other than Thomas Alva Edison.
Hey, this is no time for chatting. I must recreate the world's first light bulb before the night is over.
Go figure. I thought Edison had a working bulb. What's holding him up?
Okay, so very first you want to take a phonograph. We'll use that for later. And there's a note up here.
Hey! You nabbed a note!
Good day, and forgive the disarray. My light bulb project is looking dim.
What are you working on? What's the problem?
Well, I had just perfected my light bulb using a new carbonized cotton filament, and it worked. But a scamp, disguised as a scientist, made off with the bulb. Now I must build another bulb before dawn. I could remake the bulb easily, except I need more cotton thread for the filament. The factory across the street has thread, but they're closed at this late hour. More cotton thread would be capital, if you can get any from the closed factory. Someone really needs to invent a more convenient store, open 24 hours a day.
Wow! Edison really does think ahead of his time.
Okay, so we're gonna have to go to the other one.
It's a Carmen note! Righteous!
Alright, so I don't know if this is gonna work. I usually had to fiddle around a lot before. But what you want to do is you want to put it on over here.
Interesting. With the phonograph there, we'll be able to record any conversations that happen inside the boss's room.
And now we're going to click on the door.
Who's knocking? I can't see a thing out there. Hey, I don't know. I'm just the guard. I'll have to call the big boss and ask him. He won't like it. Hold on.
Guess it did work.
Hello, this is Joe. What? They want to borrow thread? It's the middle of the night. Listen close, guard. Do not give those rascals a spool of thread. Tell them to come back in the morning when we're open.
Here's the scoop. The big boss says you louses should come back tomorrow, during normal business hours. Now scram!
Okay, then take your phonograph and look
That
at it.
phonograph has a recorded sound on its cylinder. To play the phonograph, move the needle to a groove on the metal cylinder and crank the handle. A part of the recorded sound will play.
So you need 2 parts of the cylinder.
Hello, this is Joe.
Far out. You'd almost think that Joe was standing right beside me.
And I believe it's the second last rung.
Give those rascals a spool of thread.
Okay, good. That's it. Now we'll one more time click on the door, but this time use the photograph on the door.
Who is it? I can't see anything in this dark.
Then go all the way to the front and use the introduction.
Hello, this is Joe.
Oh, is that you, boss? Good evening. What can I do you for?
Give those rascals a spool of thread.
But didn't you tell me before that Never mind. You're the boss. If you want me handing out tread in the middle of the night, that's what I'll do.
Hey! We scored a spool of cotton thread! Edison and his light bulb will be loving us!
And go back to Edison's.
Ah, yet another faulty filament. Reverses are an incentive to great accomplishment.
It's cool you're so mellow about a setback. Try again.
How on earth did you do it? That factory will never give me thread during the night. Anyhow, this cotton will make the perfect filament for my new light bulb. If it weren't for your acquisition skills, I'd still be in the dark. Ah, what a long-lasting glow. And now I can finally get some long-lasting sleep. Goodbye.
You're not finished, so you want the new bulb. And you want to get the
Way to
Carmen
go! You scored the third Carmen note!
Okay, liberate the famous sphere. Electrical glow I find quite dear. Don't let Acme on your tail, or your next job will be in jail. In Ed's invention, wait for me. It starts newfangled Model T. Model T is an old car, if nobody knows that.
I'll juice up the time cuffs. Let's nab ourselves a thief.
So, in the Model T would be a battery, which looks like this.
Bullseye on the battery. Edison invented it to start up Ford's new Model T.
You Acme airheads will never put the bite on me.
Whoa! Decryption charged right out of that battery. After her.
Too bad, Acme agents. You may have found me, but my vile force field generator will keep you from grabbing me. You'll never hack through.
Bummer! The Force isn't with us when it comes to that force field. We need to knock it out of commission somehow.
So, what you want to do is first change the
That
bulb.
old test bulb had to make way for Edison's latest model. Looks good.
I got it. How many Acme agents does it take to screw in a light bulb?
Then get this long wire and hook it to one of these. And then get this wire and hook one to the machine and one to the light bulb. And that should do it.
Great work! You shorted out the force field machine, and I've slapped the cuffs on decryption. We are one step closer to Carmen.
That's the last of the crooks.
Your hacking days are scrambled for good, D.
Yeah. You may have crashed my code, but you won't get Carmen.
Yay for you! You engineered an elegant solution to that problem. Decryption is in the cooler, and Edison is in the history books thanks to your fast thinking. Because of you, Time Inspector, the world is a brighter place 24 hours a day. Looks like you've caught all of Carmen's creeps. But there's still a major problem dead ahead. Can I put you on a very big new case pronto? You're headed for the early 1960s and Star City, USSR. Yuri Gagarin is supposed to be blasting off as the first man in space, but there's a problem. He's not on board his rocket. There's got to be a very clever criminal behind this. I've an idea will be your good guide for this case. I hope the two of you can connect with the cosmonaut and make the countdown happen. 3, 2, 1. Good luck!
Looking for something, time snoopers? I'll bet you are. Well, I'm finished with your little chrono skimmer, so you can have it back. That is, if you can find where I've stashed it. Oh, and don't mind me. I'll just be making my getaway. Have fun.
Holy time tunnels! We almost had Carmen in our cuffs, but she slipped away.
Star City, we have problem.
It seems the rocket has experienced some tampering. We thought postpone until further notice.
Tampering, eh? Sounds like quite a time crime. Let's check it out.
Okay, let's go.
This big ship is called the Vostok 1, and that little fella is Yuri Gagarin, Russian cosmonaut. According to history, he's about to be the first man in space.
Suffering Soviet catastrophes. While boarding my rocket, I noticed an unauthorized woman messing with the equipment and had to abort the launch. Now I can't strap back into my capsule until the computer clears me for takeoff.
Uh-oh. Yuri Gagarin, the first man almost into space. Won't sound too good in the history books. Let's get to work.
Okay.
Who has tampered with my rocket? I thought the site was secure.
How can I help you?
Well, you could run a flight simulation on the mission control computer. If it works, the countdown will start, and I will be able to re-enter my rocket and blast off. It simulates a rocket flight plan using a series of special cards. If the cards are ordered correctly, the simulation will run successfully and the Vostok countdown will begin again. Yet, problems you will not have. It is not rocket science or anything.
Actually, it is rocket science.
So it is. Perhaps you would like to tour the Vostok and learn its secrets?
Okay, let's go. So let's start at the top.
We've opened a hatch.
Oxygen tanks. Oh wait, still more up.
That capsule is my cozy little home during the space flight. When the capsule re-enters the atmosphere, I eject from it in my ejector seat and parachute safely to the ground.
Hatch open.
Heat shield.
We've opened a hatch.
Oxygen tanks.
Hatch open.
Retro rockets.
That crimson word means Vostok in Russian, you know.
We've opened a hatch.
Fuel tanks. Booster rockets nozzles. Okay.
До свидания.
Now we have to do flight plan. What goes first when launching rocket? Retro rockets. Mixed fuel card. Ejector seat. Ignite fuel card. Yeah, I think that's probably next. Next. Detach boosters. Then retro rockets. I don't know if a retro rocket. I need oxygen somewhere. Oxygen card. I think I might need oxygen before boost retro rockets actually. Then after retro rockets, heat shield, parachute, heat shield, parachute, ejector seat, and then parachute. And let's.
How about we run a simulated flight, Inspector?
First try. Nice. Perfect.
This is totally excellent. The computer simulation verified we have a healthy rocket, and the countdown is running again. Let's go make sure Yuri is back in his rocket. Well, let's check out the final report. Coaxial defibrillator in alignment, commercial insulation active, and... Hey, wait a minute! What's this on the other side? Holy mackerel! It's a note from Carmen Sandiego!
Sorry, Time Inspector, but I couldn't hang around. I've left the chronoskimmer in the Flying Lost and Found. I reason you deserve a chance to find anything, of course. I recommend you take a peek near Yuri's main fuel source.
Bummer! I think Carmen may have put the chronoskimmer in the rocket, which is about to blast off. Hurry! We've got to find it!
Star City, this is Comrade Yuri Gagarin, ready for final countdown at T-minus... what are you comrades doing back here? I'm about to finally blast off.
Sorry, Yuri. Someone stashed something important in here, and we've got to find it.
Well, by Lenin's whiskers, hurry. This is a solo mission. 3 comrades in a capsule is a crowd.
Okay, food locker. Looks like something
Of course!
Oh.
Yuri's main fuel supply isn't rocket fuel, it's human fuel. Food! Woohoo! We got the chronoskimmer!
Oh, fantastic. Now then, Moose, and don't forget to close the door. There will be quite a draft outside in just a few seconds.
Right, we're out of here. Good luck, Yuri.
I just looked like a box.
Way cool! Yuri Gagarin has blasted toward his proper orbit in world history. And now that we've got the chronoskimmer, we can tunnel through time directly to chase down Carmen Sandiego. Let's go!
Excellent work. Not only did you get Yuri out into space on time, but you retrieved Acme's most important crime-fighting device, the chronoskimmer. For that, I'm proud to promote you to the highest rank a time pilot can achieve. You are now a time sleuth. Ta-da! But there's no time for basking in your glory. Carmen is still out there, traveling the time tunnels, and until she's locked away, history won't be safe. Your next case will be your biggest. Chasing Carmen herself. Say you'll take it right now.
Final mission.
Now the chase has changed, Time Sleuth. You've got the chronoskimmer, so you can go anywhere in time. Carmen, on the other hand, can only retrace the time tunnel she's already made. Since you're going after the most elusive thief of all time, you'll need all the help you can get. I'm sending all of Acme's good guides to help you out. You're the best team ever assembled, so don't let me down.
She's heading towards the Middle Ages. Let's go!
You may have recovered your chronoskimmer and canned all my cohorts, but if you try to catch me, you'll be history. Speaking of which, that's exactly where I'm going. I'm off to complete Project History Sweep. Au revoir.
Greetings.
So now you have to go talk to all the famous leaders in every single time. There's no time on it. You can keep retracing until you get the right one. But I would suggest going to the right one the first time. So let's talk to them.
With your help, I successfully subdued those Saxon hordes. The Doomsday Book was recovered, and I am still holding my throne. Please stay for another fancy feast.
Thanks for the invitation, but we're on the trail of a master criminal decked out in red.
Okay. Have you seen a mystery what?
Truly? I just recently met a woman wearing a red robe as long as my moat is wide.
Okay, so you can ask one of these 3 things. What did she do? And it'll talk about the case that you solved. Like here would be like, feeding the peasants. She would talk something about that. Who did she meet? It'll talk about the famous character. And where did she go? And they'll talk about the time they're in. So whichever one you're best at. I find it easiest with who did you meet.
She said she planned to take sides with an almost emperor who feared the Ides of March.
Ah, Rome. Okay, thanks. If that's enough, you can ask for another hint. Now, this is the hardest part, trying to find... Rome is pretty easy, but trying to find the scene. Like, where is that one?
Hail, travelers! Hello, friends.
Thank you for fixing the Roman sewers and recovering the forum. You missed a splendid party. Please stay for the next one.
Hi there, Julius. We'd love to hang, but we're short on time. We're scoping the thieving trail of a woman dressed in red.
Red, you say? I just spoke with a woman in dashing red garments, as confident as a queen. She reminded me of Cleopatra.
Now, if it's wrong, you won't be able to get to this, so you know you got to the wrong place. Who did she meet?
She hoped to meet a cranky composer.
Oh, she went to see Beethoven. No. That one.
Encore! And do it again, too. Hallo, grand to see you again. Since you helped me with mine 5th and 6th symphonies, acclaim and fame have been mine. Would you like to hear mine latest masterpiece?
Great to see you, Ludwig, but we can't delay. We're trailing a classic criminal dressed in brilliant red.
Red, you say? Why, I spoke with a woman not a day ago who was wrapped in a long red coat and possessed a notably bold manner. She planned to meet a famous Queen of the Nile.
Okay, thanks. Cleopatra was in the beginning. There we go. Not Cleopatra.
Welcome.
Hatshepsut.
My temple is honored by your reappearance. My reign as pharaoh is proceeding splendidly since you found the Book of the Dead for me. Would you care to take a dip in the Nile?
Hello, Hatshepsut. We're glad things are going swimmingly, but we don't have time for a dip. We're trying to put the finger on a master tomb thief, wrapped in red.
Why, I did see an unusual figure passing by my temple. I confronted her, because the color red can only be worn by royalty in Egypt.
Really?
She said she wanted to meet another great queen, who commissioned voyages to a vast fertile continent.
Ah, Columbus. This one.
Welcome to my court. How excellent to see you again. We've had nothing but smooth sailing since you put Columbus back on course. Have you returned for further voyaging?
Our apologies, Queen Isabella, but our sailing days are done. Now that things here are on an even keel, we need to tack towards a crafty crook. Seen anyone?
I was about to take a siesta when a scarlet señorita sailed through here. She was seeking a safe harbor, but could only stay for a moment. She mentioned a meeting with some very independent legislators.
Ah, the Americans.
Welcome back. You have my eternal gratitude for helping us with the Declaration of Independence. Thanks to you, our revolution is rolling. You are, dare I say it, at liberty to stay with us as long as you like.
Thanks, Ben, but we can only stay a minute. We're on the trail of a master thief wearing a red coat.
Did you say red coat? I saw a woman fitting that description a short time ago. These days, wearing red does not go unnoticed. She mentioned that she was inking a deal with a print specialist.
Ah. Johann Gutenberg. Well, there we go.
Good day. Ah, my friends, wunderbar. The printing press has been quite busy since you cleverly recovered my Bible. Would you care to join my next print run?
Thanks, Johann, but we need to press on. We're trying to cuff a supremely sneaky woman, all decked out in red.
Why, a charming woman in red just passed through here. We almost inked a printing deal together. She went to share a cup of cocoa and astrological advice with a certain Central Emperor.
Now this one confused me before because I always got mixed up with the Inca and Aztecs. Like Peru, not Peru, this one. Because the cocoa beans you trade at the market, that's why you
Welcome back. Greetings once again. Thanks to your headdress help, the fire ceremony was a success and the sun was not snuffed out. Can you sacrifice some time for a visit?
Sorry, Montezuma, but we can't stop for long. We're pursuing a master thief in a blazing red hat.
A red hat, you say? Why, a woman with a headdress like the setting sun just blazed through here. I saw her write down an idea about visiting the world's first novelist.
This one also confused me because the first novelist, I automatically thought Shakespeare, but no, because first novelist is the Tale of Genji.
Hello again.
Murasaki Shikibu.
Welcome back to Japan. Since you returned the moon to my chamber, I've been able to write again. Prince Genji has had many exploits, and my novel is almost complete. We must celebrate.
Hello, Murasaki. Glad to hear your novel's going well. Sorry, but we can't stay long. We're hot on the heels of a notorious red-clothed crook.
I did see a tall foreigner in a dashing and unusual red outfit, but it wasn't a kimono. We exchanged inspired verse for a time. I almost wrote a poem about her marvelous red hat. She said she planned to exchange some words with a woman renowned for her translating talents.
Translating talents, that's gotta be Sacagawea. There we go.
Greetings, friends. Thanks to you, we overcame a mountain of trouble, and now the core of discovery can continue on its journey. Would you like to join us?
We'd love to, Sacagawea, but we're tracking a tricky thief.
Strange that you should ask. A woman dressed in red just blazed a trail through this wilderness. She was preparing for a private powwow with someone who could shed light on her inventive ideas.
Ah, Edison.
Good day. Welcome back to the Menlo Park Labs, my friends. Since you helped finish my filament, affordable light bulbs have been lighting up everywhere. Interested in joining my research team?
Sorry, Edison. We deeply dig inventing some stuff with you, but we can't stay long. We're chasing down a world-class innovator in the field of thievery. She tends to dress in red.
You don't say. Well, just moments ago, I conversed with a striking woman in a long red coat. Oh, there was quite a spark between us. She planned a gab with a ruler known for his generous gifts of gold.
Ah, Mali. Mansa Musa. Here?
Salam, travelers. Welcome, my friends. I am happy to see you. The salt you brought me made my pilgrimage possible. You will please me enormously if you choose to stay in Mali.
Why, hello, Mansa Musa. Thanks for the invitation, but we can't stay long. We're on the trail of a brilliant hoodlum. You haven't seen a woman dressed in red, have you?
Why, yes, I did see such a woman. You say she is a thief? My goodness, I took her for a diplomat from faraway lands. She said something about meeting a certain dramatic queen.
Dramatic queen? Where did
she said something about seeing a theater of global importance.
Oh, dramatic. So Queen Elizabeth and William Shakespeare. Because drama.
Hail and well met, fellows! Welcome, dear friends. Ever since you helped with the Globe's War, the play business has been booming. Would you care to join my growing troupe?
We'd love to, Will, but we're on the trail of a wily woman. a criminal genius sporting a crimson hat.
By my troth, a woman in a red-brimmed hat nearly stole the scene here a short time ago. She announced, by faith, plans to meet a fellow named Leif.
Leif Erickson. Where's the ship? This one.
Greetings! Hail, travelers! Thanks to you, my troubles are a thing of the past. Greenland and I will soon be reunited.
We're glad to see everything is ship-shape, Leif. Sorry to intrude, but we're searching for a slippery female suspect.
Did you say female? A formidable female just rushed through here faster than a Norse raid. She said she knew a man who could send her into orbit.
Oh, just going to see Yuri.
Comrade, you've returned. Thanks to you, I was the first man in space. I owe my orbit to you. Please, stay for a proper Russian celebration.
Hello, Yuri. We'd love to stay, but we're hot on the exhaust trail of a master thief in red. We can't let her reach escape velocity.
Woman in red, you say? I believe I met this clever comrade. Such a mysterious appearance. I thought she was KGB. I think she said something about meeting the son of the sun god.
Son of the sun god, that's gotta be Peru.
Greetings. By Viracocha, you have returned! With the recovery of the royal Kifus, food transport is again back to normal. Would you care to watch the activity with me?
Thanks for your hospitality, Great Inca, but we're on a tight timetable. We're scouting for a clever thief, cloaked in red.
A woman in red? Ah, yes. I thought she was a messenger from the far reaches of my empire. My empire encompasses many distinct peoples, you see. She said she wanted to meet a majestic Mongol.
Ah. Kublai Khan. Looks like we're nearing the end. I think this might be the last.
Welcome. I, the wise Kublai Khan, greet you. Thanks to your smooth work with my precious oils, I have become close friends with Marco Polo, a most talented young man. Please, join me for some tea to celebrate.
We'd love to stay and chat, Kublai, but we're on something of a mission. We're chasing an arch thief who wears an excess of red.
Ah, perhaps you refer to a smooth-tongued woman who slipped by here not long ago. She borrowed some of my oil, claiming she needed it to grease the wheels of her escape. She said she'd thought of an inventive way to meet a certain Italian inventor.
Oh, Da Vinci. Haven't gone there yet. Finish. Da Vinci.
Eh? Who's that? Ah, hello again. Now that I've finished the Mona Lisa, thanks to you, of course, my studies in science, art, and humor have flourished. Well, the science and art, anyway.
Glad to hear things are going well, Leonardo. You do seem a little funnier. A little. Sorry for barging in, but we're on the trail of a cunning criminal dressed in red. Have you seen her?
Are you referring to a beautiful woman in a red hat, perhaps? I offered to paint her portrait, but she just smiled and disappeared. She said she was interested in seeing one person, chiefly.
Chiefly, so she's going to the present day.
Where is it? Aha!
I believe it's time to rise to the occasion. Good try, good guide, but I'm afraid you're too late. I have what I came for, and I just don't have time to chat.
there you have it. We caught Carmen Sandiego.
You nabbed Carmen Sandiego just as she was about to complete Project History Sweep, a plan to steal a certain Acme dossier. Why would Carmen be after such a file? Well, now that you have proven yourself to be among Acme's elite, I can let you in on a piece of top secret, confidential, highly classified information. Carmen Sandiego was once an Acme detective. Yes, that's right, Time Sleuth. Carmen was one of our brightest stars, rising from a gumshoe to a master detective faster than any agent in Acme history. Unfortunately, catching crooks became too easy for Carmen. She needed greater intellectual challenge. And what could be more challenging than outsmarting Acme? Her personal dossier records the sad tale of how Carmen turned from our best agent to our most formidable opponent. Carmen must have thought that by stealing this file, she could obliterate her past. But due to your brilliant sleuthing, her top secret history is still intact. And Carmen Sandiego is finally behind bars where she belongs. I thank you. Acme thanks you. And history thanks you.
You may have prevented me from erasing my own embarrassing Acme history, but rest assured, given time, you won't hold on to Carmen Sandiego for long.
And there you go. That is it for Where in Time is Carmen Sandiego? Or Carmen Sandiego, The Great Chase Through Time, because there are two Where in Time is Carmen Sandiegos and it got confusing. So, that's the game. Now, let's get out of here and talk about the game. So, that was a long run, longer than I thought it would be, so let's just talk about the game and how I played about it when I was younger. So, I only played the first couple missions. I never completed it at all, because, just a minute. Because when I started playing it, I was just already older, so I helped with solving missions, so I kind of like played from behind the chair. I helped others play it. I never completed it myself. This is the first time actually I did it. So if anyone's wanted to know, it was released in 1997, and yeah, the chief actually is from the TV show, because they had a TV show during this time and they created her. She was joined in with the thing. I had never seen the chief before, so it was weird for me, but other people have nostalgia and it's like a kind of good crossover. And this is the first time I think I could be wrong, that Carmen Sandiego is confirmed to have been an Acme agent. And I liked it a lot because it was centered on history. So Carmen Sandiego games have always been a little bit of educational. The main ones in the franchise are about geography and like about countries history. Not about famous people. This one's the first one about famous historical characters, and I like that aspect of it a lot. Later on, ones decided to center in math and grammar and language arts. So I kind of lost interest after this one. I think this was the latest of the Carmen games that I actually liked. 1997, not very late, but then again, I was getting older at the time, so there's that. Now, so to talk about the game, if you are interested in getting this, you can find it if you search in Vilebox on the internet. Vio with with a double L, I think. Vilebox. but you have to say Vilebox, I think archive.com, because if you don't, yeah, oh no, I was mistaken. It's Vilebox with just one L, not two L's, and they have the complete collection of Carmen Sandiego games, all the way from 1986 to 1997. So this was the last one they handed out the Carmen series. There are other games that were made after 1997. They just were like on consoles and stuff. So these are games that are hard to play on the computer because they're made with Windows 31, 3.1, Windows 3X, so don't play very well. So they hatched the Vilebox. Goes through like a DOSBox system, so you don't have to set anything up, you just have to click on the icon. But for the DOS games on the Vilebox, I'll talk about them because I think this is good if you are into any Carmen Sandiego. They have, from the MS-DOS era, where in America's past is Carmen Sandiego 1991, where in Europe is Carmen Sandiego 1990, where in space is Carmen Sandiego 1993, where in time is Carmen Sandiego 1990, where in the US is Carmen Sandiego 1984, where in the US is Carmen Sandiego Enhanced 1991, where in the US is Carmen Sandiego Deluxe 1994, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego 1986, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego Enhanced 1990, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego Deluxe 1991. Now, from the CD-ROM era games. There's Carmen Sandiego Junior Detective, aka Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego Junior Detective Edition, Where in Time is Carmen Sandiego 3.0, aka Carmen Sandiego's Great Chase Through Time, which we just played, Where in the US is Carmen Sandiego 1994, aka Where in the USA is Carmen Sandiego Classic Edition, Where in the USA is Carmen Sandiego 3.0, 1996, Carmen Sandiego Word Detective 1997, Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego 1994, aka Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego Classic Edition, Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego 3.5, 1996 to 1998. They have a Spanish Carmen Sandiego, Donde en el mundo está Carmen Sandiego 3.5, 1996 to 2000. Spanish version. Then there are demos if you want. I'm not going to read out the demos because I don't think you need them. There is three other Carmen Sandiegos if you're a Spanish speaker and looking for them. There is 4 in French if you're looking for them. There is 2 in German. So they do have quite a wide range of selection. I will say a lot of the versions are just a little bit tweaked on just like enhanced graphics and stuff. So maybe you would think, I play Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego, and there is a lot of Where in the World, so which one is it? Out of these ones, let's see, I played Where in Europe is Carmen Sandiego from 1990. I think I played the oldest Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego 1986, and I played the newer one, Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego Deluxe, or is it Enhanced? I think it's Enhanced because it's not the newest Where in the World. Well, not the very, very newest. And then I played Where in Time. Where in Time is Carmen Sandiego, or aka The Great Chase Through Time. Yeah, but the rest of them I never played, never got around to playing. Now, I love learning company games, but they are for learning, so there's only a nostalgia factor behind them now. Like, they're not replayable. Well, maybe the older Where in Europe, Where in the World, or Carmen Sandiego, they do still kind of hold up because they still do quiz you with geography. These other point-and-click adventures kind of didn't age well for adults. Now, what is my thoughts on Where in Time is Carmen Sandiego, or The Great Chase Through Time? I believe it's a great game for kids. Very dated. It teaches your kids like point and click games. If you are interested in the category and want to have them start off on it, it's a good stepping stone. It teaches them a little bit of history, because by randomly clicking on stuff, it'll give you dialogue. Although the repetitiveness of it gets pretty annoying really fast. So there's not a whole lot you'll learn from it, because you'll click on it a couple times through the first beginning stages, and then later on get bored and just want to skip through it. Once you learn about the space bar, skip sequence, I'd say your learning is about done with the game. You're just like, oh, hurry up. Oh no, I don't have time for this dialogue, because you don't know what's historical and what's just funny quips that the game's trying to put out there, like from your helpers and such. Now, do I think it's worth the game worth searching and finding? For Carmen Sandiego enthusiasts who love that, or watching the new TV show on Netflix and want a little bit more, yeah, I think you might like it. I don't think it holds up to gaming standards, and you would have to be a younger audience. You definitely wouldn't be near adult playing this game. It's not for adults. It really isn't. But for a younger player, yeah. And if you like the Netflix show, then yeah, I think go for it. You'll learn a little bit about history along the way. It is not difficult. It is just very time consuming, especially Beethoven's part. I don't know why, but the musical instrument, it really just annoys me how many times I had to go through it. Also, like navigating with Columbus. Columbus is easy to understand, but it's just tedious because they take you around in circles. There are a couple other ones in there. I don't remember them off the top of my head, but were really tedious and annoying or difficult to figure out. But they're not unmanageable. Like, you wouldn't rage quit from any of these. But yeah, I think yes, if you have a kid and you like Carmen Sandiego, get it. If you are a kid and you wanted some more Carmen Sandiego because you're watching the Netflix show, then go for it. But as far as like a historical, like trying to learn history, not so much. For learning point and click, yeah, I'd say it's pretty fair. But yeah, historical aspect, it has enough to be considered educational, but because of how it's structured, I would say not the best learning tool. Like, it doesn't flow. It feels like it's coming from like a dictionary a lot. So yeah, it's fine. I like it, but I don't expect everybody to like it. But that's my opinion. But if you enjoyed this, go find it. If you didn't, you can always click on something else on YouTube. I'm sure there's plenty of people out there. Anyway, see you in the next one.